true Biafran. MAZI NNAMDI uniquely brings to you, Radio Biafra live broadcast by the eminent Supreme Leader of the Indigenous People of Biafra, IPOB. The Director of Radio Biafra. And the Supreme Commander of the Armies of Biafra. MAZI NNAMDI KANU. The evening broadcast, live, and direct, on the 9th day of July, 2015. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Browse Biafran restoration websites at www.ipob.org, and radiobiafra.co. Also browse our website at www.biafran.org, to learn more about Biafra history. Visit our YouTube channel more often for the very best of Biafran videos. Enjoy it.
Biafra, we have emerged triumphant from all our foes. Through the crucible unscathed, we passed victorious. Our trumpets pealing the glorious song. Play it, sing it, all hail Biafra. Oh, hail Biafra, we shall always remember all that perished in the struggle for our freedom. All hail our heroes, our prayer shall be known both day and night. Say them always.
Good evening, wonderful people, great Biafrans, wherever you are. On this very earth, we welcome you this evening as we did in the morning, today being the 9th day of July in the year of our Lord 2015. The time now is 9 minutes past 7 in the evening. We are transmitting live and direct to the entirety of humanity in keeping with our pledge and our promise to ceaselessly continue the propagation of this very gospel to the ends of the earth and beyond. We have come to redeem the children of the Most High Chukwokika Biama in heaven. We have come armed with a divine mandate to spread this very good news, this gospel that will set apart from the damnable, iniquitous contraption created by the British, by one singular human being, Frederick Lugard. This very mission is ordained by heaven itself, and it must be thoroughly executed on earth. Nothing is going to stop it from happening. The more they delay in the zoo, the more catastrophic the end will be. The zoo cannot survive, it must fall. Things are happening at an unprecedented and alarming pace that if we fail to do the needful at the right time, everybody will live to regret it. That is why this very day, as we always do, we endeavor to preach this very gospel. We endeavor to enlighten. We endeavor to expand the knowledge base. We endeavor to make sure we bring light where there is darkness, hope where there is hopelessness, and of course, life where there is death. Our mission cannot be understood by mere mortals. You have to have, or you need to have something about you to understand the essence of this very glorious work that we are doing. Before this very time, that is before our coming, before Chukwokika Biama determined that we should come, there were no people like us. I mean IPOB. Now that we are here, nobody or group of persons can be like us. And after we are gone, they will wish we live forever and ever, because there wouldn't have been anything like it before, during, or afterwards. Absolutely nothing. That is why when I welcome you to Radio Biafra live transmission, I do so with every ounce of conviction in my body that Biafra is coming. Nobody born of a woman can stop it. Only Chukwokika Biama in heaven. Are we going to die? Yes, we are going to die. There is no doubt about that. Is Biafra going to come? With every certainty, Biafra will come. A young woman wrote to me today saying, must we go to war? And I said, this one you are you alive? Is this life? Are people not being killed by our Fulani people on a daily basis? Are you alive? I asked. Eventually she said, how can I help to make sure that Biafra comes as quickly as possible? United States of America, China, Russia, even Japan, of all places, in Australia, in every part of the world where man have actually advanced, in France, everywhere you can think of. Some have had to die for very many to live. That is the history of mankind and humanity. Some of us will have to die for some to live. That is how life is. Before you were born, some people died, some eggs died, so you don't know that? Once you're fertilized and you have taken hold, every other thing around you had to die for only you to survive. That is how nature is. We have had no choice given to us. Our Fulani is hell-bent on Islamizing us, and we cannot let them. Do you understand what I'm saying? We cannot allow them to prevail. It is impossible. Some of you are too cowardly. Some of you are not worthy to be called Biafrans. Some of you are weasel-minded. Some of you are hiding behind your wife's wrappers. Some of you are not worthy to be called men. And we don't need you. We need men. Those prepared to die for Biafra. Only them can make up the class of people we require to serve in the army of Biafra. We are not asking people to congregate because they want to live. We want only those who are prepared to die. Only them are called. And I will lead them from the front. The best way to die is to die serving your nation. Do you understand that? That is the best death that can befall anybody, is to die fighting for what you believe in. And we are not going to hesitate to die for Biafra. If you know you are weak, if you know you are of a weak disposition, if you know you're not a Biafran, your father is Hausa, Fulani, or cowardly Yoruba, you get away from what we are doing. We don't need you. Because the fewer we are, the better. The fewer we are, the greater the glory. So that Chukwokika Biama in heaven will say, I did it and not man. We don't beg people. We are not begging anybody. It is either you're in or you're out. Before you come to us, are you prepared to die for Biafra? Then you can come and join us. Because there are many like you. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, good night, wherever you are. We must welcome you. It is our duty and responsibility to do so. This is Radio Biafra, in case you don't know. We are transmitting on CHK 104.7, 102.1 across Biafra land. And of course, we are on satellite and also online. If you cannot get us on your radio, you can get us on satellite. If you have a decoder or your neighbor has a satellite dish, ask them to tune to Radio Biafra. They'll be able to get it. Once it is free to air, they can get Radio Biafra. And from there, they can listen to us 24 hours a day. We don't retreat and we do not surrender. If you have a smartphone, if you have WhatsApp or Facebook on your phone, you can listen to Radio Biafra, because if you go to rblworld.tv, you will find us there. If you go to ipob.org, we are there. If you go and download TuneIn app, search for Radio Biafra, no other name, Radio Biafra, you will find us there. The whole world is listening. You are not going to listen only if you don't want to listen. If you want to listen to this very gospel, you are more than welcome to do so. This evening, I did not want to trail this program. It's a very special program on Rocha. So, Aboga Wasa. He's not a man. You know, men sleep with him. He's Aboga Wasa. I have proof. I don't talk, I don't tell you what I don't know. This very day, we begin the destruction of the edifice of Satan being built by Aboga Wasa. You know where? You call him Okorocha. Today I will prove to you he is not an Igbo man. Today I will prove to you that Okorawasa is not supposed to be the governor of Imo State. I have my facts and I have my figures here with me. If you are close to Okorocha, be watching his countenance this evening as we preach. You will see him beginning to diminish. I am going to this evening deconstruct Okorocha one by one, line after line. This evening, I will destroy him completely and totally. This evening and not tomorrow, with facts and figures. I have it reliable and proof worthy. Okorocha Aboga is not an Igbo man. We know who his father is. And this evening, you can ask his two senior sisters. who gave birth to this man. And they will tell you. I told them not to play with Radio Biafra. If you dabble into Radio Biafra, you will be decimated with the truth and nothing but the truth. You will be taken apart piece by piece, one after the other. I am waiting for the next person to mention Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, Stella Odua, or Desiana Madueke will take them to cleaners. I want to show Buhari, after dealing with Okorocha this evening, what is coming to him. Unless he is reasonable and begin to make moves to ensure that Biafra is set aside from the rest of the zoo. The zoo must fall. After this evening, you will not see Okoro Awasa in the same light again. We will deconstruct him, take him, pieces him this very evening, live on air. That is why we must remain incorruptible. I said, incorruptible, I said. That is why we must remain whiter than white and whiter than snow. There is no blemish. The zoo must fall. Go and tell your friends and your family that you're listening to Radio Biafra. Tell them also how to join in this very fantastic program that the whole world listens to. If you want the truth, you come here. If you want first-class analysis, unrivaled by any other broadcast on earth, you come to Radio Biafra. We don't copy people. We don't copy their names. We don't do what they are doing. We develop our own genre. We develop it. We don't follow what other people do. Because we are Biafrans. We are the beginning of everything. The center of this entire universe. We don't need to copy anybody. They need to be copying us. And I'm sure they're doing so by now. We must offer praise to heaven. We must acknowledge the presence of Chukwukika Biama in our lives. And in so doing, of course, ensure that we are in tune spiritually in keeping with this very divine calling. I cannot leave religion. My name is Nnamdi. My name is religious already. I cannot abandon religion. In my village, there is no more Abasi, which means we are descended from heaven. Therefore, I should be religious. My mother is from Umuchugu in Ihe, a place that represents not only the children of the Most High, but also light. Ihe. In Ndume. Ibeg, of course. Light. Therefore, we cannot divorce religion from Biafra, I'm afraid. It can never be. We are a special people. Very, very special. Because of how we are structured, because of how our society is, generation after generation, if we keep up with the tradition of naming our children after the Most High, Chukwukika Biama, there is no way any generation can forget where they come from. That is the only thing we have in common. Chinomso. That is the only thing we have in common. Chukwuma. Chikodenaka. Chineme. These are the only things that ties us back to our original roots and to who we are. Now you understand it, don't you? Therefore, we must praise heaven. Chukwukika Biama Benigwe. We must offer him praise. We must offer him thanks, because CHK right now is broadcasting in the southern part of Biafra land. In Ishekiri, in Isobo, in Isoko lands, we are broadcasting on CHK. Man put it in place, but Chukwukika Biama made it possible. Therefore, we must praise him, because he is not only worthy to be praised, it is right that we praise him. We are not hypocrites. We will not praise Chukwu Abiyama today. We tell you that man can marry man, woman can marry a dog. That is nonsense. We are consistent. Those that lied, those that borrowed, those that tried to deceive mankind, they are falling on their faces before the whole world. That is how you know they are fake. Fake. All of a sudden, man can marry man. A man can come to the house of the Most High, Chukwu Abiyama, to wed another man. That tells you they are fake now. By the things they do, you will know them. By the things we do, you will know who we are. Therefore, Chukwu Abiyama Binigwe, the maker of the heavens and the earth, the entire planetary bodies that number more than the grains of sand on earth. Some of you don't know who Chukwu Abiyama is. I want to put it into context. I want to bring you to draw your perspectives closer so that you can begin to grasp and to encapsulate his magnitude, because some of you cannot begin to fathom the length and breadth of his greatness. Allow me to inform you. Let me repeat what I said in very simple English. The number of planets you have, the number of stars you have in the heaven, they are more than all the grains on this earth. If you go outside and you begin to count every grain of sand, you can see. I want you to understand it. If you count, if one grain represents Earth somewhere, the other one is Venus, the other one is Mars, the other one is Neptune, the other one is Jupiter, the other one is Uranus, the other one is Jupiter, all of it put together. If you begin to count, the grains, all of the sand on this earth is not half of what Chukwu Abiyama created that you cannot see. Therefore, nothing can be compared to him. Nothing. If you begin to travel east now, if you break away from the Earth's atmosphere, you go into outer space, and you begin to travel in one dimension, you will travel forever and ever and ever and ever. You never come to the end of anything. I want you to begin to imagine how great creation is. Chukwu Abiyama. I said, if you begin to travel in one direction, you will travel until you grow old and you die. You have not gotten to the end of it. That is why it says world without end. That is why we say, we must worship him, because he never ends. From the beginning to the end, he has been in existence, and there is no end for him. That is why we must praise him and worship him. That is why we must adore and honor him, because only him is worthy. Now, can you compare something born of a woman to somebody who made all these things possible? Can you compare that? The answer is no. Because hallowed will always be his name. We must adore him. We must uplift his greatness. We must bask in the privilege and glory that he created us in his image, that we may worship him and no other. That is why Exodus 20 is key in everything that we do. That is why anything we touch turns into gold, because Chukwu Abiyama is in heaven, presiding over the proceedings of man on earth. That is why we praise him. That is why we honor him. That is why we give him all the names in the world. Because if we begin to outline what he has done for us, his goodness in our lives, how he has sustained us despite and in spite of our iniquities. If you think about the love he has towards us, if you think about the fact that he asked us to come, that his kingdom may come on earth as it is in heaven, then you will join us and praise him and honor him. You will praise and honor him. His name is Chukwu Abiyama. Chukwu means the Almighty God, the Creator. Okike means creation itself. Abiyama means if you come close to him, you will know him. The same thing he said to Abraham. When you say Chukwu Okike Abiama, it also means the God of Abraham. Do you know that? He said to Abraham, you will leave the Ur of the Chaldeans, you will come close to me, and you will know me. I will reveal myself to you. I will make you the father of nations. Unto you, and you alone, will every descendant of yours draw their name, their inspiration, that indeed you all belong to me. These are the things you need to know, because without them, you can never be a true Biafran. You can be a fake Biafran, a counterfeit Biafran. The same way you have counterfeit IPOB. For you to understand, appreciate what we are doing, you must be religious. That is why Biafra is our religion. And that is why Chukwu Okike Abiama in heaven is who we worship, because he's the creator. And this evening he will accept every praise, every honor, every adoration, every adulation, because in the end Biafra will come, that we may praise him in the land of the living forever and ever. He said, my name is Nnamdi Kanu. I am the leader of Indigenous people of Biafra. Those that finance Radio Biafra is IPOB worldwide, and they have done very well. We must commend them. But they have to do more. They have to keep paying until Biafra comes. It is their responsibility, and they will do so. They have never failed in the past, and they will not fail in the future. They have never failed us. Despite the fact we come on air and we say many things, they never ever fail. Eventually they come up with the goods when the time is right. And the time is right now, because Boko Haram, they have come. I cannot promise you that Boko Haram will not strike before the end of September. I am getting intelligence from the zoo army. You know, we have people everywhere. They may strike before the end of September. Don't say I didn't warn you. If I don't have the guns and the bullets, we cannot defend you. I have to warn you, because they are coming. And after the news this evening, you will understand that indeed they are coming. I command this very army that will defend our land, so also do I direct Radio Biafra. By the very special grace of the same Chukwu Okike Abiama we call upon all the time, I will remain ever faithful, loyal, obedient, and submissive servant of the wonderful people of Biafra all the days of my life. I will not let you down nor disappoint you. Instead of me to do so, I will drink poison and die. I will not allow shame to befall the name Biafra. I won't allow it to happen, Chukwu Okike Abiama willing. It will never happen. So stop being afraid. Stop hiding under some flimsy, wishy-washy, inconsequential excuses. Come out and participate in the restoration of the kingdom of heaven upon the face of the earth. It is your responsibility to do so, assuming that you have it in you to adhere to this very call. I will go on to present the news headlines and accompanying news summary, but this very evening I have some very special announcement to make. There has been some slight changes, not slight, just moving about a little bit, from effective immediately. MAZI NNAMDI in Los Angeles, California, USA, who before now has been responsible as our own super coordinator, fixing things all over the world where he sees fit, will assume, of course, on full-time basis, the title and position of the deputy coordinator of all coordinators, assistant engineer Clifford Chukwemeki Iranya. He's our deputy COC, Ikenna Wanonenyi. That means that he will retain the representative of, or the representation of, my grammar has to be correct in Agromakwukwo. He will retain the representation of Southern American continent. North American continent, therefore, will be represented, and with immediate effect, a member of the Directorate of State is Maramu Gochukwu. Innocent Maramu Gochukwu is now the representative of the northern part of America, which means Canada, USA, and Mexico. He's our representative. Effective immediately from now, Obidio Obienu assumes the overall national coordinatorship of the IPOB family in the United States of America with immediate effect. Obidio Obienu, you will look for somebody to hand over to in Los Angeles to run it for us. You are now the IPOB national coordinator all over USA. Chukwudi Ofoma, one of us, has been with us from the beginning. A very massive financier and contributor to Radio Biafra, those who were funding us before people woke up from their slumber, will assume with immediate effect the full representation of the continent of Australia. Chukwudi Ofoma is the new Australia rep. South America will be announced on or before the end of next week who our continental rep will be in South America. That is the end of that very announcement. Nwanonenyi will hand over all the work he has done in respect of North American continent and Australia to Maramu Gochukwu and to Ofoma respectively. And as I said in the morning, allow me to repeat. Only Ike Nwanonenyi as our deputy COC has the right, without permission from anybody, to go into any country and change things around in order to make sure we continue to grow exponentially. Allow me to repeat what I said. Only Ike Nwanonenyi has the right to go into any country without offering any explanation to anybody to set up a family there and decide how it's going to run. When he's done with it, he will hand over to the continental rep, who will then give it over to the national coordinator if he finds it fit. Is more or less retaining his coordinator extraordinaire portfolio. He has the right to do so. I don't expect anybody to grumble. If you grumble, you'll be out. Understand that very well. This is IPOB. We want things to work. I don't believe in eye service. I want where things are moving forward, where things are working. I don't stand in one place. If we were standing in one place, last night, even right now, this minute, there will be no CHK in Warri, in Sapele and environs. None whatsoever. It's because we don't believe in standing still. We keep moving forward. Never stationary. You have to be on the move all the time, or else you become stale and irrelevant. I will also go on to bring the man called Rochas Aboga Awosa, because Awosa men sleep with him. If you doubt me, ask him, Joya, is it true or false? He will tell you. This man who is the governor of Imo State, I have been telling you people, anything I tell you. You know, when I was saying he's Okora Awosa, some of you didn't believe me, did you? You thought it was just a joke, you know. We are trying to put him down. I have the facts and figures, and allow me to proceed, please. Rochas Okorocha was born of a woman who was previously married to Urata. I don't want to delve into people's private life, but I want to give you context to tell you that I know what I'm talking about. If you ask Okorocha, he will tell you. The mother was previously married to a family at Urata in Owerri. I think that is the barrister's village. The woman could not conceive any child, and then he married a man from Oboko, or Oboko as the case may be, in Idato South, where she gave birth to 2 girls. So Rochas Okorocha has 2 senior sisters, 2. You know, as I told them, let me not announce on Radio Biafra that I need data on somebody. It's like uploading something on or downloading something on a computer. Everything we need is there within 5 minutes. Okorocha, I didn't even put it out in the public. I only asked for your children. We know where they are. We know where they are sleeping right now. And everything about you is, we have it. Okorocha, you have 2 senior sisters. And then your mother traveled, left the father that gave birth to the 2 girls and traveled to Plateau State without who you claim is your father. Is that true or false? Your mother traveled to Jos Plateau State, where she met an Awusa man. That Awusa man got her pregnant. She gave birth to 2 sons. You are the first, and you have another brother. If what I'm saying is wrong, please tell those around you. If you ask Okorocha's 2 senior sisters, they will tell you that their mother left them and traveled to Jos Plateau State, and that they were not with the father. After a while, Okorocha came back. The mother reconciled with the father that gave birth to the 2 girls. That was where he got his name from. Okorocha's father is an Awusa man. You must understand this very, very well. This Okorocha, in case you don't know, was a bus driver doing Kabu Kabu in Lagos. Ask him and he will tell you. This Okorocha did 419. They invited a white man. The white man came and they killed him. I am giving you facts. Okorocha, you used the money to set up a commercial school in Jos. Is that true or false? Through your biological father, who is an Awusa man, you were introduced to T.Y. Danjuma. Is that correct? The money you got from the white man, the 411, you actually killed him. We are now currently working on the identity of the white man so we can inform the British authorities. Anytime you come to England, you'll be arrested. We want to let you know that you cannot remain the governor of Imo State. Let's continue. Ask Okorocha what I'm saying, if it is true or false. You were a Kabu Kabu driver. When you doubled into 419, you killed a white man that came to the zoo you claim you were doing business with. The money, you ventured into your first business, which was commercial school. Commercial school in Jos, is that correct? Then your biological father, who is an Awusa man, took you to T.Y. Danjuma. It was T.Y. Danjuma that introduced you to Babangida, you know, the circle of homosexuals. Let's continue. The contract they gave you, I'm telling you what happened, Okorocha, how you made your money. They gave you a contract. That contract was to supply police uniforms and also to supply them with Hilux vans. The person that approved the contract was Babangida. That was your entry into government. After a while, as Obasanjo came in, you were still very close to those of them that Babangida introduced you to, courtesy of T.Y. Danjuma, of whom your father, your biological father, took you to. There was a problem with the jet you're riding, you're flying now, the jet you're flying. You claim you own a private jet. I now want to tell the world how you got it. And if I'm lying, go and ask Olusegun Obasanjo, and he will confirm this very story I'm about to tell you. Don't mess with Radio Biafra. The day you came out to say nonsense about Radio Biafra was the day you dug your grave. Ask Olusegun Obasanjo. I don't believe in saying things and don't ask. Go and ask people and they will tell you. Okorocha, I want to prove to the world that this man is not an Igbo man to start with. He was sent by Awusa people. Awusa people sent him. And you don't know. Because his father is Awusa. Biologically speaking. If he's doubting me, I want Okorocha to place a strand of his hair or anything from his body for DNA test. He wants Radio Biafra to close down. I can assure him on my honor, I will close it down. Bring out one sample of hair or anything from your body for DNA screening. It will prove once and for all that you are Awusa. Your mother is Igbo, yes. But your father is Awusa. Because your mother was separated from the man you're not answering his name when she went to Jos and was pregnanted by Awusa men. Anything I tell you is correct. Anybody opposed to Biafra, go and ask your mom. Your mother must have gone out with an Awusa man. Nobody on this earth If you're breastfed by a Biafran woman, born of Biafran father, you must be a Biafran. Or else your father is Awusa Fulani. Okorocha is an example. I am proving it to you. Beyond every conceivable doubt. Beyond every reasonable doubt. What I'm giving you are facts and figures. His first business was commercial school in Jos. Where did you get the money to build a commercial school in Jos? From the death of a white man you tricked into coming to the zoo. You killed him in Lagos. You took his money. You went to Jos to set up a commercial school. We are working on the identity of the person you killed. Once we get it, we'll make sure we'll not travel out of the zoo again. We are going to deal with you. Okorocha, he is in one almighty mess. I'm telling you. They don't know who we are, do they? They think because sometimes they chat with us, so we talk to them on Facebook and on Twitter and on WhatsApp. They think we are in the same class, we are in the same league. No, we are not. Let's continue. What problems today do Okorocha have with Obasanjo? What problem does he have with Obasanjo? I'm asking you. Because they asked him when Obasanjo took over power to come and assess, to come and reform, because he does contract now for government. They asked him to come and refurbish the aircraft. Obasanjo asked him that since he's in good terms with most of the people that have occupied or have been at the helm of occurrence of power in the zoo, what does he think about the jet? That he should go and revamp the jets. Obasanjo said he doesn't want to use it. So they want it revived and put. It's a military jet used by Abdul Salami Abubakar, by Abacha and all the rest of them. He said he wants a new one. So they should go and refurbish it. They gave Aboga Awosa, Okorocha, to you the very contract to go and refurbish the aircraft. Okorocha or Aboga Awosa, which is what I prefer to call him, because they deal with him as they would deal with a girl. You see, when I tell you I don't call me an Igbo person, I have my reasons why. They have brought shame to that name, Igbo. Shameless fools everywhere. Shameless everywhere. Do you know Okorocha came back and told Obasanjo that the jet is no longer worth it, it needs to be scrapped. Obasanjo gave him the go-ahead. Go and sell the aircraft. He bought it himself. There was nothing wrong with the jet, he only needs servicing. That is the private jet he has today. Ask him, did you bring out your money to go and buy a private jet from anywhere? The answer is no. Now you understand why they want to close Radio Biafra, don't you? We must continue to do our work. Because they will hear it. The zoo is in trouble, I'm telling you. Then Obasanjo proceeded to go and buy another jet. Why is it Okorocha Obasanjo openly called you a thief? That he thought that he gave Imo people a thief before Hakim. He doesn't know that a bigger thief was coming, which is Okorocha. Why did Obasanjo say that? Because you condemned an aircraft, said it was not good. You went and bought it as scrap for very little money. That is the private jet you have today. Is that not correct? I'm giving you facts and figures on Okoro Awosa, the so-called governor of Imo State, the Sokoto Caliphate person. Because you have now gotten commercial school in Jos, you needed money to finance your contracts. You went to UBA, you went to Zenith Bank, you went to Progress Bank. 3 banks you went to. If Okorocha is there, put on Radio Biafra, let him be hearing. Let him tell you, because I have the names of the people, including those that approved the loans. I have their names. I don't want to get too many of them into trouble. But I have the names of those who are in the public limelight, and I will mention them. You took loans to finance your contract with the zoo government. You did not pay UBA their money, did you? No, you never paid. You used Imo State funds to pay UBA. Is that not correct? You were also owing Zenith Bank. Instead of that, you appointed Chike Okafor of Zenith Bank from Ihitu Boma that gave you the loan. You appointed him commissioner for finance. True or false? I give you facts and figures. True or false? Rochas is a rich man. I'm saying none of these men have money. We have seen them before. Some of you, maybe you were not born or you were too young. There was a man that came out called SUBSCRIBE. He said I was an arms dealer. He's a very rich man. He's a multi-billionaire. It's a lie. They gave him the mandate to go and start negotiating with Hausa. Today, he's no longer speaking. He has made so much money, he has run indoors. Now you understand my problem with Igbo people. Igbo. Now you see my problem with them. Let's continue. This man called Okorawosa built a hotel. He built a hotel. You know what they called Lamond Hotel at Okigwe Road. That is the new government house. That is where you go to take appointment. He doesn't stay in government house. He stays in his hotel to run the affairs of the state. Rochas Okorawosa, of course, or Abogawosa, depending on your preference, was one of those that liquidated Progress Bank. Together with somebody called Ferdinand Anagara. Be mentioning these names to him so he will know that we know him very well. This particular deputy governor he has now is Eze Madumere. This Eze Madumere, the deputy governor, with Rochas Okorawosa, they belong to the same rent boy homosexual group with Hausa people. True or false? I am mentioning the name of the deputy governor of Imo State. Is it true or false? Is it not why you opened up a homosexual nightclub in Owerri? True or false? I'm asking you. I give you names and figures. The person that gave him some money to try to settle UBA at that time was the man that owns Orange Drugs. You must also understand that he used his influence with Hausa people to delay when UBA threatened him to sell all his assets. He used his Hausa influence to stop them. Then he made Chike Okafor of Zenith Bank from Ihitu Boma Commissioner for Finance. He used government money of Imo State to settle his UBA loans. All the nonsense you're seeing, the roundabout you're seeing at Owerri and outside, he took loan from Islamic Bank. He handed over Imo State hospitals to Dr. Shuaibu from Kaduna State and Hausa man. Every general hospital now in Imo State is under the control of Hausa Alamajiri Boko Haram. Why is that? That was the condition given to him before the Islamic Bank gave him the loan. They gave him the loan and named him the favorite son of Sokoto because his father is Hausa Fulani. The mother left the father after the birth of the two senior sisters. She traveled to Jos without the consent of the husband. That was where an Hausa man met her, pregnanted her, and she gave birth to two boys. She brought them back, and she was accepted by the man. Go and ask the genuine Mr. Okorocha. He is Okorocha because he is brown in color. Light, by our own standard, very light-skinned. The two daughters, older daughters, they are light-skinned. You know Okorocha who go in Hausa? He dresses like an Hausa man. Everything about him is Hausa. The only thing on his side that is Igbo is that an Igbo woman carried him in the stomach for 9 months. That's all. Everything about him is Hausa. And that is the man who is the governor of Imo State. What a shame. I told them, anything you hear on Radio Biafra is gospel. They destroyed Progress Bank, but is going to Islamic Bank to go and take a loan. Do you see how they reason? Do you see how they act? Do you see how they think? This is Radio Biafra. I have many more coming. That is your Imo State governor. He will resign from Imo State. Or he will die of heart attack. He must resign. I don't want to see any Awasa fathered bastard in Biafra land. I can't stand them. Because they bring death. They are the bringers of death. That is something you must know. Criminal after criminal. Look at our Hakim today being disgraced. How much did he take? 274 million naira. Is that money? 274 million. Is it the money of the son of what's his name? Motala Nyaku. That one is 15 billion. Is it the son of El Rufai? The money he spends on cocaine and white girls. That Rufai, we are coming for you. We are compiling it. For daring to mention, I don't know why Ngozo Konji-Iweala is worrying herself. Go and sit down and relax. We'll do the work for you. Don't respond to them. We'll deal with them. El Rufai, by the time we finish with you, then you will understand. We are collecting details and dossier on your children, the money they are spending on infidels. You say you don't like Western education, Boko Haram, but your son is snorting cocaine with white girls. We have all the proof. You are in one almighty mess. We will revisit your case. And Oshimolowo, we are waiting for him again. And we'll tell him what... People don't know who we are. We have millions of correspondents all over the world. There is every chance, once your name is mentioned, that somebody who is an IPOB family member or listener of radio is living close to you. That's how big we are. Allow me to present the news headlines today and accompanying news summary. How many months now have we been telling you that we need funds for the weapons? We need weapons, you know. We need it. Things are happening. Let us start this evening. The terrorist and pedophile Buhari has now transferred Boko Haram prisoners to Iguacha prison. Oh, you thought it was only... We were telling you before. You know, people don't listen. It's either you listen to Radio Biafra, what we tell you, you don't take it seriously. We told you that they have arrived. It's not just a Kulobia, they are everywhere. Today, other people are confirming it, that they have now arrived. According to the Civil Liberties Organization, they have arrived in Iguacha, advanced party of Boko Haram, coming to wipe us out. From every indication, there may be an uprising, Islamic general massacre before September. Are you following? Today's date is the 9th. So when it happens, I will tell you here, I told you so. Unless we act fast now. Stubborn goods. You know, smart Igbo fools. They think they are smart. Eventually they end up as a fool. Our Fulani is everywhere. They are also in Iguacha. Not just in Iguacha. We will resist transfer of Boko Haram suspects to Calabar, according to according to Cross River State House of Assembly. They are moving them everywhere in the cover of darkness. And do you know what an Igbo man said today? There's an Igbo man in America. Do you know? People don't understand why I say the things I say and why I act the way I do. They don't know. People think, oh, Igbo. I say, if you mention that name, it gives me headache. Do you know an Igbo idiot? They claim he's writing from America. Maybe he's a Yoruba that concocted his name is Dr. Vitus Ozoke, a public affairs analyst based in Maryland, United States of America, believes that Buhari should have moved him prisoners at night. That Igbo people don't have any right to complain, that they should have come at night. He claims he's an Igbo man. That, anyway, he will no longer come back to Biafra land. I think it's about time that we start to do certain things. People like this should not come back to Biafra land again. He's an Igbo man writing from America. And maybe he's a member of World Igbo Congress. Oh, goodness me. Igbo. God forbid. We will resist transfer of Boko Haram suspects to Calabar, according to the Cross River State House of Assembly. And there is a press release today because things are happening in Biafra land. 177 communities in Anambra have now issued a joint press release over the transfer of Boko Haram detainees to Ekulobia. People are rising up, of course. If you don't rise up, that name, Ahamefula, becomes meaningless. Your name will be lost forever. Awasa will never give up until they Islamize everybody. It's in their nature. That is what do you think is jihad? Jihad is to go and convert those who don't believe in Islam. If they will keep coming until they convert you, or you repel them once and for all. At last, our people, having listened to Radio Biafra, everybody is waking up. You know, if it's before, okay, let's leave it. Let's leave it to God. Now, Jesus knows better. Not anymore. People are listening to Radio Biafra and they are waking up. They are beginning to speak their mind. We are giving them the courage, the boldness to stand up and say that evil is evil. That is what we have accomplished. Before now, this type of thing never happened before. President said they will fall down. Who are you to talk? But all of a sudden, people are rising up. Thanks to IPOB and what they're doing worldwide with the message that Radio Biafra is propagating. Security alert is not from Radio Biafra. It is from independent journalists, not from us. Security alert. Boko Haram fighters planning to storm southern Nigeria. They are coming for us. That is why Buhari doesn't want to appoint any cabinet. Because very soon there's going to be a state of emergency, the whole zoo. Once they start their killing, that time, if we are alive, if we are not dead from the first wave of the attack, we will tell you we told you so. And that time, if you call me, I will no longer come out. I will wish death upon every Igbo person, my own included, because we don't reason like human beings. People are now warning you today, by InfoStride is their website who published this very information. Security alert, Boko Haram fighters are coming. In fact, they are there already. They will break out of their jail. They will go to their mosques where their weapons are packed. And then they will commence the attack. And our people will be slaughtered. It's called, in military parlance, it's called decapitation. Before you wake up in the morning, half of the people are dead. They are dead. They are completely dead. You can't do anything. You submit to Islam or they kill you. Do you think Obama will help you? I am going on to the news. I will come across Britain and then I will tell Britain what I don't want to hear this evening. Because the hypocrisy is getting out of hand. And you people are slackening. When you should be rising up, you are beginning to withdraw into your shell. Is there something inside you people? I don't want Ibibio is ready. Efik is ready. Even Ikwere is ready. Everybody else is ready apart from a recalcitrant Igbo man. In the end, he turns out he falls into a gutter, into a ditch. Meant for fools. Meant for fools, I say. Boko Haram fighters, they are planning to storm we've been saying it from time. Everything happening now, I broadcast it on Radio Biafra, August of 2009. It didn't start today. Nambuko Bidura. It did not start today. These are the things that our people should and ought to be aware of. These are the things that they need to know. If you don't know them, you will be in one almighty trouble. That is why we are doing all we can. We are doing our best, our very best, to make sure that everything we plan to do, everything we plan to put into place is done as quickly as possible. This is Radio Biafra. We are live and we are also direct. And Chukwu Okike Abiama, of course, is presiding over our proceedings here on this very earth. We must continue. We must continue. Niger Delta amnesty students stranded abroad. We have reported this before, and we must continue to report it. They are stranded overseas. Amnesty one on issue. The whole amnesty has now come to an end. People are stranded abroad. Why are they stranded abroad? Somebody should ask them, ask the Zoological Republic. They were the ones that said, oh, it's amnesty. We are doing amnesty for everybody. Where is the amnesty today? Where is it? People are left stranded. These are the people that produce the oil, you know. They are the ones that the oil is flowing from their land, isn't it? But they are stranded abroad. Whereas the children of our Hausa people, they are in Dubai, they are in Qatar, they are in Doha, they are having fun, they are spending the money, you know, snorting cocaine here and there with white girls. And those who actually own the oil, they are struggling to feed abroad. And at least they want to go to school. They are struggling to feed. Very, very sad indeed. Very, very sad, if you ask me. Let us continue this Radio Biafra. We are live and we are very much direct. The whole world is listening. Men and women, children are listening to us. Amnesty indeed. Relocation of Boko Haram suspects to Aguata prison is another devilish onslaught against Igbo, according to civil liberties. You can see the Boko Haram people, they have come. These are hardened fighters. I respect them because they fight to die. That's why I respect them. They fight to die. They fight to die. Enugu markets shut down over relocation of Boko Haram prisoners. Our people continue to respond to this very incident that is happening all over the place. Although I'm being told that Enugu is not on full tilt and also that Igbocha is a bit problematic. I don't know if that is true or not. I need update via inbox by the people concerned on the status of Igbocha. What is happening at Igbocha? I got reports earlier that it was slightly off from the air. I don't know what is happening. Is it on or not? Now, you remember the terrorist Boko Haram attack, because Boko Haram and ISIS, they are now the same. They are the same people. In Tunisia, they have now shown the pictures of the British people that were killed. And also the United Kingdom government, the British government is now advising British people to leave Tunisia, or Tunisia as the case may be. Okay, Britain, why are you asking them to leave Tunisia? Because of Islamic terrorist attack, is that correct? But we are being killed every day. You're asking us to stay in Kanu, Kaduna, Meduguri. Are you following what I'm saying? When British people are killed by the same people killing us, they tell their people, come back, come back, come back. But when they kill our own, the British High Commissioner, the ambassador will say, oh, stay, it's religious crisis. Is it not religious crisis why they're killing you in Tunisia? Do you see the hypocrisy and double standards? That I'll also tweet immediately after this program. I tweet every day. I will tweet to ask the British people, is this how hypocritical you are? When they kill your people, you say them, come back home where you be safe. They are killing Biafrans from every day, every blessed month, every blessed year. We are being slaughtered. Why can't we recall our people? Is it not the same thing you're doing now that Ojukwu did in 1967 by recalling his people who are being killed? I'm asking the British. You are recalling your people from Tunisia. Why don't you go into the same alliance with them? Because they are Muslims. The same way that Hausa Fulani people are Muslims. Nobody regards Yoruba because they are neither here nor there. They just, they are cowards. They don't regard Yoruba as anything. It's Hausa Fulani I'm more interested in. They are predominantly Muslims, yes? And they have been killing Christians, yes? Those that believe in Western education, as we do, every blessed day. The same way they have killed the people in Tunisia, but you're asking them to come back. Your people can go back to Britain and have fun. But our people, please stay, is one Nigeria, and they'll keep killing us. Hypocrisy. Hypocrisy. I don't like it. God tells the flimsy thieving or Hakim to pay 270 million. Look at the money they're stealing. 270. Others are stealing 4.4 trillion. That's stealing 270. No wonder they caught them anyway. They set the bail at 270 million, so he has to pay it. It's a very good ruling. This judge is a Yoruba judge. I don't know that they have this sense. But somebody also wrote that, what's the name again? It's not El Rufai. What's the other one? The other criminal? Nyako. Nyako is being accused of 15 billion fraud. So I hope you're going to say to them, to Nyako, your bail is set at 15 billion. Go and bring the money. If you do that, then we know that this very judge should be somebody to be reckoned with. If he can maintain this stance. But, they always set example with Igbo people, Biafrans, as they did with Ibori, who is in London in prison. Everybody else is free to be moving in their private jets, but only Ibori is in jail. Very, very sad indeed. Very, very sad indeed. They said this is more like tato gossip. Market shot again in Anambra as Obiano and National Security Agency representatives meet. But he said that they have now agreed that Boko Haram prisoners should go. But he went to Ekulobia prison and the army pushed him away. Buhari took the wrong step on state's bailout, according to Honorable Adekola. Is Buhari now, who is the Minister for Finance, Minister for Economic Planning, Minister for everything. All the money comes to him. He's everybody now. So all that NNPC, since Buhari is there, have you heard them again complain, asking for account? Buhari, we are asking you for account of the NNPC oil money since you've been in power. Where is it? Do you see? Now you understand, don't you? What is happening? What our Wasa Fulani are doing. Now you understand it very well, don't you? We continue. Another bomb explosion hits Yola. Yola is on fire. Another bomb explosion rocks Yola. Didn't I tell you? Was it yesterday we said it? Every blessed day. Today we'll tell you those who have actually died today. Tomorrow we'll do the same thing. Every day people are dying now. Bomb explosion, being hacked to death. The most violent place on earth is the Zoological Republic of Nigeria. It's a zoo full of baboons and monkeys. Zoological Republic. A place of wild, imbecilic beasts. Wild donkeys, as the good book called them. Geometric power. I don't know what it means. What's geometric power? Banks, others sign 15 billion new agreement on power. For those who are gullible. It means go and buy your generator. Nothing works in the zoo because of corruption. For your information, nothing is ever going to work. In case you don't know that. What power? That will be in the year 2096. Assassins in the Zoological Republic have now killed an Ijebu market leader with machete. They hacked him to death with machete. The Zoological Republic is a wild place. I'm sure the Wild West in America will be very proud of it. The zoo is more wild than the Wild West of America. The most violent place on the surface of the planet. Hacked to death with machete. And you say they're human beings? Oh dear me. Oh dear me. Baboons and monkeys. You know, sometimes when I'm in the zoo, I'll just be looking at them. I'll be somewhere, I'll just sit there and be watching people. You see how animalistic. You see how deranged they are. Wild beasts. You see them on the road. Shouting, arguing, sweating, and fighting. Death everywhere. Drainage blocked. Potholes everywhere. Rickety vehicles about to collapse and fall down. Police with AK-47 by the street corner. Eating mama put. And then doing roadblock. Clear well, park well. That place is an eyesore. Whoever created the zoo called Nigeria is rotting in hell. Because the zoo, Nigeria, is hell on earth. Hell it is. Let us continue to do our work. Food items for refugees is now being sold. I told you that everybody's corrupt. Including those taking food to people in the camp, in refugee camp. They sell the food outside. You don't know black people from Africa. You know, we are very wicked, black people. Kai! Especially an Igbo man. Have you met an Igbo man who is wicked before? You have not. Oh, don't even try it. You will regret your life. You will regret the day you were born. Pray you never meet an Igbo man who is wicked. I'm telling you. Pray you don't meet him or her. Igbo man who is wicked. Hey, they're in serious trouble, you know. Buhari to fund road projects outside the budget. Buhari to fund road projects outside the budget. Where he's going to get the money from, I don't know. This persecution should stop, according to Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala. Why are you worrying yourself, woman? Go and sit down. Let us do the work for you. We don't want to know who you are. And we'll never know you. If you put one step wrong, we shred you. Go and sit down. Don't say anything. Allow us to face them. Are they mentioning Stella Odua again? Is she talking? She's not talking. Anybody who mentions her name is gone. Go and sit down and don't talk. Allow us to deal with them. Because the more you talk, the more they think they have got you. That's how Yoruba operate. You know, they're cowards. They hunt in packs. The more you respond, the more they think they have gotten you. Just keep quiet. As the Zian is doing, just keep calm. Allow us to deal with them. After today, Okorocha will not speak again. Anywhere he speaks now. Gakuchen Nage from Plateau. Your father is from Plateau. And we are looking for the name of the white man you killed to make your first 419 money, which you used to build commercial school in Jos. If you say you did not kill this man to build a commercial school, where did you get the money from? You later became a rent boy for Awasa men. They sleep with you, they give you money, they give you contracts. We know that for sure. That's what Bangida does as well anyway. And everybody knows that. They're just pretending they don't know, but of course they know. The zoo must fall. We will destroy them. Truth is you only. And everywhere is vibrating. Manufacturers oppose zero tariff on imported drugs. And also, we are presenting this evening, ex-militants alert Buhari about rising tension due to non-payment of amnesty allowance. Oil belongs to you. Our man is giving you allowance and you accept. Sometimes I want to understand these militants. Are they militants at all? Or maybe contractors? Are they beggars with guns or what? Why are you telling Buhari, take over the whole place? You're telling who is Buhari? Oh, my goodness. I shouldn't be talking about them, to be honest with you. I can't. It's annoying. You're a militant. You're begging the person taking your resources, oppressing you. Obasanjo came to Odi, bombed Odi. After that, Yaradua sent in troops. You were comprehensively crushed. I think it was about 4 days. It took them to march from Benin to the Atlantic Ocean. Only 4 days. Because you refused to answer Biafra. Once you answer Biafra, you are safe. You're secure. We are not here to contest any election. If you want to be the Biafran president, you go and contest election after we must have won our freedom. There'll be election. Then you go and put your name forward, you'll be voted for. If that is your problem. An age-old Igbo disease. If you meet an Igbo man in America, you say to him, have you heard about Biafra? Why don't you come out? Let's try and do something. He will tell you, oh, no. But who is the chairman? If I don't know the chairman, I will find it very difficult to join because I'm interested in the chairmanship. Oh, dear me. Have mercy upon them. They are transferring Boko Haram prisoners to Iguacha prisons. To Iguacha prisons. They are transferring Boko Haram prisoners to Iguacha prisons. Let's start with Calabar first of all. The Speaker of the Cross River State House of Assembly, Mr. John Lebo, on Thursday said the state would resist any attempt to send Boko Haram suspects to prison facilities in the state. Lebo said this in Calabar during his maiden press briefing. The Speaker, who was reacting to a question on the recent public outcry over the relocation of Boko Haram suspects to a prison facility in Anambra State, said the federal government should not contemplate sending Boko Haram suspects to any prison facility in Cross River State. He said emphatically that the state could not accommodate the suspects. There are no fewer than 6 prisons in different locations in the state. They are in Calabar, Adim, Obubra, Ogoja, and Obudu. Labour said we will resist the relocation of Boko Haram suspects to Calabar prisons or any other one in the state. He reiterated the Assembly's commitment towards working to making good laws that would impact positively on the lives of its citizens. That's the citizens of Cross River State. The citizens of Cross River State. Very sad indeed that this is happening in our time. Very sad indeed. Cross River have said no to Boko Haram. They have said no to Boko Haram. Things are happening, you know. Things are happening all over the place. Things are happening. Let us see what an Igbo man, for that matter, has to say about this very fact. Let us see what an Igbo man has to say about it. Against the backdrop of Boko Haram prisoner movement protests in the southeast region of Nigeria, the Zoological Republic, Dr. Vitus Ozoke, a public affairs analyst based in Maryland, United States of America, believes these protests exposed the lapses within the zoo security network, arguing that they should have transferred the people in the night. An Igbo man, Hey, Igbo, IGBO. Hey, whoa. This man is saying that they should have brought prisoners to his own fatherland in the middle of the night. Oh my God. Let me tell you, let me read one paragraph of what he had to say. Let me read just one paragraph of what he had to say, because the whole thing is quite pathetic. But like I said, this exposure has now laid bare a fundamental flaw in our nation structure and body politics. His nation is Nigeria. And body politics. What I get from the tenor of the ongoing Boko Haram prison site debate and many allied topics is that Boko Haram is a northern, particularly northeastern problem. In other words, let them deal with it. On its face value, it may sound like a very rational position to take, especially if the goal is to localize and contain terror and its operatives within a particular geographic radius. In addition to fostering a sense of operational disharmony, one other danger in that thinking and approach is that it may encourage complacency in parts of the country considered as safe regions. An Igbo man arguing that Boko Haram should, of course, come to his village. Isn't that pathetic and wretched? Very, very sad indeed. Very, very sad indeed. I can't believe, I can't believe this is what an Igbo man is saying. I cannot believe this is what an Igbo man is saying. Very, very sad indeed. Extremely sad indeed. And we continue to present our news this very evening. I need to take your calls, as many calls as possible today. If you know Okura Awosa, please make sure that you phone in today to tell us what you know about that very Malam. Tell us everything you know about him. Very, very important. Everything you know about the Malam himself, we need to know. The concerned ex-militant leaders led by ex-militia leader Pastor Reuben Wilson, popularly known as General Pastor in Bayelsa State, said that a series of complaints have been sent to the terrorist and pedophile Muhammadu Buhari about the deplorable condition of amnesty beneficiaries in Europe, the Americas, and South Africa without any response. They also reported that the delay in payment is causing dangerous disenchantment amongst ex-militants. Dangerous disenchantment. Scores of ex-militant leaders from the 9 states of the Niger Delta region sent a letter to the pedophile Muhammadu Buhari, the head of state of the zoo, regarding cases of disenchantment and threats to the existing peace accord by some aggrieved youths over the delay by the government to pay them allowance. So some of these people saying that from Asia, that they believe in one Nigeria is because of their allowance. They want they want to be given allowance. Can you believe such nonsense? They want to be given allowance. The oil is in their territory. The oil is in their land. They want to be given allowance, to be paid to become oil pipeline contractors, to be guarding oil pipeline when our man is flying around in a jet. How many people from the so-called Niger Delta area that have private jets, how many of them? Some of these Awasa kids, they have their school fees paid for 5 years in advance. How many of you can boast of that? I ask you, how many can boast of the same thing? The answer is none. None of you can. You're begging for money to eat. Very, very sad indeed. Extremely sad. I don't know why we must allow this type of nonsense to continue. This is what happens when you say that you are from, Niger Delta, not Biafra. If you come from Niger Delta and you're not from Biafra, anything you see, you take, isn't it? Anything you see, you take. That is why we must rise up. That is why we must do the needful. And that is why in everything that we do, we must put Biafra first. If you don't put Biafra first, you are in one almighty trouble. If you don't, you are in one almighty trouble. This is Radio Biafra. We are live and we are direct. And Chukwokika Biama, of course, in heaven, is the one presiding over our proceedings here on earth. Wherever you are, we must welcome you. Therefore, endeavor as much as you can to welcome other people. Very, very shortly, our lines are going to be opening. When our lines open, because our principal headline this evening is the life and times of Okoro Awosa, how he rose to where he is today. But more importantly, this evening, we are bringing you news about what is happening in Biafra land. Do you know that there is a security alert that Boko Haram has come in now from other sources, not just Radio Biafra? Other people are reporting the same thing. I hope you can now pay attention. When we say we need guns and bullets, you can begin to appreciate that we need it, and we need it as soon as possible. No longer today, we need it like yesterday, as they will say. My goodness me. My goodness me. My goodness me. It has been reported that Boko Haram are now everywhere. That the advance guard, the advance party of this murderous group have now arrived, of course, with the acquiescence of Buhari. They are coming in two tranches. They are coming in two ways. The very first wave of them coming in is those pretending to be artisans. The other ones coming, the hardcore, are the ones who are coming to prisons. They will claim that the prisons were broken into. And as a result of that Boko Haram people made their way out. They will go to their mosques where the guns are kept. They will pick up the guns and then they will start killing people. These are the things that you need to understand. That is the news that is breaking. People don't understand or nor appreciate what is happening, but we are making them, we are letting them understand this very, very well. That things are happening and they are very terrible things. And unless we do something, we will be overrun. We will be overrun. We will then open our lines to take your calls because I want to take as many calls as possible from you this very evening. As we take your calls, of course, we will continue to analyze each piece of the news as we go along. Therefore, if you have our lines are opened and you are at liberty to call Radio Biafra. Once again, the number remains +44 78 08376. 08376. Igwocha is on. I don't know why people will tell us that Igwocha is not on. Igwocha is live. Igwocha is kicking. I don't know why people sometimes delight. I don't know what may have happened. There may have been a slight intermittency. I don't know why anybody will message us to say that Igwocha is off. Igwocha is live, please. You must understand that. You must understand that. Igwocha is live and direct, and this is Radio Biafra. Our lines are now opened up, and you are at liberty. You are at liberty to contact Radio Biafra. If you call us, we will take your call. And once we take your call, please endeavor to give us your name and where you're calling us from. If you have the coordinator's line and you want to reach us on that very platform, then you are more than welcome to do so. This is Radio Biafra. We do apologize for that slight intermittency. We are back, please. Our lines are now opened. We may encounter some slight difficulties with our local line, which is the number we use in Biafra land. But if you call the studio line here in the United Kingdom, you will be able to get hold of us. Our WhatsApp is also open for those of you wishing to call us on that very platform. You are more than welcome to do so. You are more than welcome to do so. These people, they keep calling us, but they very rarely or hardly say anything meaningful. Very, very sad indeed. Let us go to the line and take your calls one after the other, please. One after the other. The caller on the phone, can you hear me? Your name and where you are. This is Radio Biafra.
Hello?
You don't listen, do you? No noise when you call Radio Biafra. There should be no noise. Once your line is picked, no single noise. If there is any noise, then we cut your line off. It's as simple as that. We will cut off your line if there is any noise whatsoever. The caller on the phone, make sure your line is completely silent. Then you can talk to us, or else we'll cut you off. Your name and where you are, please.
Hello, my name is Emmanuel Amefula.
Yes, please, Emmanuel. Where are you calling from?
I am calling from Lagos State.
Thank you very much. Please go ahead. The world is listening. Go ahead.
I come from Imo State, precisely Iselamban local government, under the administration of Okola Awasa you just spoke now.
Yes, go ahead.
I want to thank God for your life and appreciate the work of IPOB all over the world, what you are doing in our lives. And I will say that the Bible says that in the book of Galatians chapter 4 verse 4 that when the time has fully come, God will send his son, born of a woman, and born under the law to redeem us many that are under the law. And I believe that this is the time that God have sent you to redeem our people that are under the bondage of this zoological republic of Nigeria that look at put us into for so many years past. And I believe that the truth is never afraid of investigation. Ever since I've been joining this Radio Biafra, things have been going well with me because I've learned a lot through this Radio Biafra. One thing I will tell you is that in Lagos here, our people.
Yes, go ahead.
People are so much adamant of what's happening now. Today they will establish here, they will pursue them to another place, they establish here, they will pursue them to another place to the valley. And now they are losing from one place to another. I just say this, my colleague is just going down. I will call later because I know that I have a lot to say.
Thank you very much. And when you call Radio Biafra, if you're calling our international line, make sure that you have enough credit to finish what you're saying. Thank you very much. I am going over to the coordinator's line. This is Radio Biafra. Your name and where you are, the caller on the phone. This is Radio Biafra.
Director, good evening, sir.
Good evening to you.
Yeah, this is Okechukwu from Manchester. Permit me to make this announcement for our people, for our meeting tomorrow. The people of the indigenous people of Biafra in Manchester. This is a reminder, final reminder for our meeting tomorrow in Manchester. Please, you are being advised to come tomorrow by 5 p.m. The indigenous people of Biafra of Manchester. Our meeting will be 5 p.m. tomorrow at the community room S5 in Manchester Central Fire Station Service. It's in the Management Training Center. It's at Thompson Street, New Cross. The postcode is M45FP. It is a walking distance from Piccadilly. It is the street close to the big Chinese supermarket along Oldham Road. And it is not far away from Mountain on Fire Church in Rochdale Road. So everybody living in Manchester, there's no one you will ask that won't be able to give you this description as you make an inquiry. Please, we are being advised to come for this meeting. Director, our people, many of the Biafrans, we are saying that until they begin to hear the issue of Biafra in Biafra land or in the wider zoo before they will come out. Now, there is more publicity of a Biafran issue in Biafra land than even in diaspora. And still, the people are not coming out. You are now being advised to come out for this meeting, not just in Manchester, but all over the world. Please come out and, reason with your people. It's very important that we do so.
Thank you very much.
The number to call, in case if you are missing your way, please, you call our coordinator's number at 079-319-3956. 5358. I come again, 079 319 39358 or 0744 616 1196. Director, there's something I found out in YouTube yesterday about the lost tribe of Israel. Those of them who are still being doubting, go to YouTube, type lost tribe of Israel, and you will see a lot of things that have been said about the black race that we are living in Jerusalem before the Roman Empire or before the 10 tribes were being decimated by the Assyrian government in those years. They who have been scattered all over the world, many places in some part of Africa. So those of them who are still saying, how can a black man be a lost tribe of Israel? Go and find out, and you see that many people's DNA has been approved or been proven by the archaeologists. Director, may God bless you regarding the information you are giving the Biafran people. May God continue to empower you. Chukwuabiama bless you and bless Biafra. Thank you.
Thank you very, very much. Thank you for that. We are moving over, I presume, to WhatsApp. If you are on WhatsApp, turn your system down. We have taken your call. Turn your system down. Give us your name and where you're calling from. No, not at all. This could be little children in a bar somewhere drinking, who knows. The caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Your name and where you are, please.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening. This is Mr. Christopher Okechukwu Manze calling from Anambra State.
Anambra is too big. Where in Anambra are you?
Anambra is too big. Where in Anambra are you? Precisely in Onitsha.
Take your phone off speaker phone and speak to me direct using the earpiece. Take your phone off speaker and you call us back. Take it off speaker. Can't stand it. Take it off speaker, please. This is Radio Biafra. I have a caller on the coordinator's line. Can you hear me?
Good evening, my director.
Good evening to you.
Director, please, for security reasons, I wouldn't want to mention my name now. Something happened in the morning, sir.
And where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Asaba right now. Director, I called in the morning and I dropped my line for those that want to join family meeting. So after that, there were lots of threats, people that are calling me, threatening me, sending messages. And somebody called from Owerri and told me that his name is Pastor Uche Kanu and that they are working for Aboga Hausa and that they have all it takes to destroy our radio stations. So he was threatening a lot of threats. So, Director, the number the idiots used to call me, I don't have it on the air for those in Imo State and Owerri to know the number. He told me categorically that they are working for Korausa and they are working assiduously to discover our stations to destroy them. So the number he used to call and send messages of threat is 070 84 34 5462. I call it again, 070 84 34 5462. So this is the number he used to call. Because other people that are calling, but I am not afraid of their call because I'm afraid I wouldn't have announced my number on the air. So Director, next thing I want you to do, I want you to give us order that anybody that comes into our meeting, our family meeting, anything we like, we do to the person, because we won't be fighting for our freedom and somebody inside Biafra land is fighting against us. It's not possible. We can't put our head.
We are going to find this very person. The number you've given to us is 070-843-45462. I expect his data, his details in the next 30 minutes. Everything about him, I want to know it. Inbox to me. Then he will be begging. By the next 2 hours now, he'll be pleading.
Your call has been placed on hold.
Or his phone will be off. Thank you very much for that. Thank you. This is Radio Biafra. We are live and we are direct. Nobody should be afraid of all these vagabonds. Never, ever be afraid of them. I have a caller, I don't know if I do, on WhatsApp. Turn your system off. Don't put your phone on speakerphone. Turn it off speakerphone and talk to us. Your name and where you are, please.
Yeah, Director, good evening.
Good evening to you.
Yeah, this is Richard Anyalechu from Abazokwa in Pitolo, Biafra land.
Thank you very much. Please go ahead.
From Sweden. Yeah. Director, I just want to say thank you for the good work you are doing. But I have a friend here before I go ahead. I have a friend here. I have been explaining to him about this Biafra, but it seems to be somehow, and he said that he has something to ask you directly. So I say, okay, I will call you and let him speak on his own. Is
his father an Hausa man?
No, he's from Delta, something like that. So
okay, give him the phone. Just give him the phone. Give him the phone.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Good evening to you. Good evening. What is your name, please?
My name is Yabulal.
And which part of Anioma or Delta do you come from?
For Ubuluku.
Obulu, you're from Ubuluku?
Yeah.
Okay, please go ahead. What's your question?
Yeah, my question is I've been in Europe for a long time and Spain. I don't go to Spain for many times, and sometimes I don't know Spain. I know I'm meeting Igbo. And Igbo as an Igbo and also Igbo and whatever. But now, Biafra, why on the Spain can you rule the data? Most of the data now they are meeting cooperating with them.
Who said that you're not? You're from Ubuluku? Is that correct?
Yeah.
So don't you know you're an Igbo man?
Yeah, kita come for a number of Igbo and we are on Google for now. But by the Spain, I know they are meeting from Malaga and Igbo also.
That is whoever said that to you is a very big idiot. And if it is somebody saying he's an Igbo man, then you know how foolish they can be sometimes. So don't regard their word as anything. You are part and parcel of this family. When they got to Asaba, they massacred our people. They fought very gallantly and they were killed. They were massacred. Where is that you hear from? People are so foolish sometimes, you know. I don't know how, so, didn't they go to school? Were things that bad that people didn't go to school? You are part and parcel of Biafra land. Part and integral part. There is no minority in Biafra land. Somebody from Eket, from Ogoja, from Oron, you are as Biafran as somebody from Aguleri. It makes no difference. What is wrong with people? Do they think we are going to run this nonsense of a minority? Rubbish. That is garbage. If somebody comes from Opobo with good ideas, we vote for them to be our prime minister or president, depending on what is agreed at the time. It doesn't matter where you come from. Everybody will be genuinely equal before the laws of man on earth and the glory of Chukwu Abiyama in heaven. That will never change. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. You are more Igbo than the person that said that rubbish. You are more Igbo than that person. That is something you must know and be very proud of. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That is what they are doing. Every Saturday. Can't reason properly. Don't know what is wrong with them. Ordinary gun, they cannot buy. Bullet, they don't have. When Boko Haram comes, they start jumping up and down. Oh, they have come in my village. Did you not know they were coming before? Don't you listen to Radio Biafra? This idiot has phone to say he's working for Kurawasa. His number is 070-843-45462. So you are working for somebody that an Awasa man pregnanted an Igbo woman to give birth to. And you call yourself an Igbo man. The idiot on this number. I have not seen any inbox here. Why are you wasting my time? I said I need this idiot's data immediately. Inbox to me. 070-843-45462. Find him. 070-843-45462. Some of them just say it out of fun. In the next few minutes, he will regret his life. We'll find him. This one is in nowhere. He's closer. We'll trace him. We'll find him. He'll be begging. You will hear him begging. I'm telling you, he will beg. This man, he will beg. Okora Awusa was pregnanted by an Awusa Fulani man. The mother left the father with 2 girls and ran to Jos. These are the people who are your leaders, Igbo leaders. Hey, is this what hunger is doing to Igbo people? You have no honor, no dignity. You have sold your pride because of this vagabond, this bastard born of an Awusa Fulani man. You have no shame, honestly. Do you see why I don't have regard for you people? Do you see why I have no regard for Igbo people? I don't regard them. If you're a Biafran, you have my respect, you have my love, you have my regard. Once you say you are Igbo, I don't want to do anything with you because you're a betrayer. You don't have any shame. You have no shame. When in those days you go to your community to do something, if somebody like Rochas comes out now, you ask him better, but who is your father? He can be a governor, but he can never be a traditional ruler. Because during the process, they will say to him, who gave birth to you? They will tell the father, we know when your wife left you, traveled to Jos to go and be sleeping with Awusa men. And that was where these children were conceived. You can never be the traditional ruler of this village. Ask people now, they will tell you. It is during that time that they tell you where you come from. Today, I'm sure Awusa is in hiding. These are the people that destroyed Progress Bank. He built his own hotel. And he's running government affairs from his own hotel. Awusa. This is the man that brought you homosexual nightclub. Maybe these are homosexuals calling now. We're friends of Obama, those who marrying a man marrying man. No wonder their station keeps going down because of the evil things happening in Owerri. I can't believe it, honestly. Can't believe it. This is Radio Biafra. We are live and we are direct. We must go to the coordinator's line to take a call. Thank you very much, my dear brother. We are all part of the same family, of course. There is no minority in Biafra land. Everybody is majority. The caller on the coordinator's line, can you hear me? How can somebody call the coordinator's line and the line drops? Is that possible? Is that conceivable? Is that conceivable? I doubt it very much. I hope that they are well. Is a caller from 229. What is 229? They should endeavor to try and call back. They should try and call us back. This is Radio Biafra. All our relay stations are up and running. They are all up and running. This is Radio Biafra. This is Radio Biafra. We must continue. We must continue. The caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? The caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? No. When people are calling us from the Zoological Republic, always we encounter such problems. We encounter such problems all the time. We are live and we are direct, and once again our number is +44 78 313 08376. The caller on that very line, can you hear me?
Hello, Renato.
Yes, please. Your name and where you are.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening to you.
My name is Obinna from Aba.
What is your full name? If you listen to Radio Biafra, we want your. What is your father's name?
Obinna, I'm from.
Thank you very much. Go ahead. Obinna, go ahead. That is what we encounter. We keep teaching them, and one day they will learn. Eventually, they will learn. It's simple, common sense. Some of them lack it, but you can't blame them. They don't hear. And that is why we cannot match. They don't reason very well. Their brain is not clued into what we are doing. When you call Radio Biafra, you hear my voice. Continue speaking because we can hear you. But I'm not happy and egg radio. Because the caller on the phone, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Good evening, Director.
Good evening to you. What is your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Wezuke Udumaro. I'm calling from Ugwacha.
Thank you very much. Please go ahead.
Okay, talk to the director. This is my first time of calling.
The line is gone, you know. The caller on the phone, can you hear me? My goodness me. The caller on the phone, can you hear me? This is Radio Biafra. Can you hear me?
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Good evening to you. Please, your name and where you are?
Director, my name is Onyema Frank. I'm
Thank you
Director,
very much. Yes, please, go ahead.
I'm so much happy about you. God sends you for us, for you to deliver us. Honestly, I know the kind of heart I have, but once Ojukwu die, I say, I pray secretly, is there anybody that can? Does it mean that there's no way anybody can be rescued for this bondage of Awusa Alamaji people? I cried so much. Then, God so kind. India know your voice. My wife made to me radio. Wait till me say your voice. The first time I heard your voice, India no charge the number. I go to join the family of IPOB. I start, since of that time, I have been telling people about Biafra because my papa told me that we are slaves in Nigeria. This place is not our country. We are slaves in Nigeria that we want to be a Biafra, but these people fight and they claim that they defeated us. Then now they are using us as they like. So, Director, in fact, I'm short of words, but I'm telling you that you are God's strength. Honestly, I will sacrifice my life to make sure that Biafra stands. Nothing will make us to remain in this zoo called Nigeria. Nothing. Whatever it takes for us to leave this zoo called Nigeria, I am ready. Director, nothing will happen for you. The God, the Most High God, the Chukwukadiyama, which our forefathers always call, is upon you. You are born to take us to the promised land. May God be with you and give you the strength and every knowledge that you need to lead us to the promised land. That is what I pray for you. And God is your strength. Go, nothing is happening to you. We are with you. We are with you. Either we live together or we die together. Go, God is with you.
Thank you. Thank you very, very much, my dear brother. Thank you for that. Thank you very much. This is Radio Biafra once again. We need to remind everybody that we are live, we are direct, and Chukwukika Biama is in charge of everything that we are doing here. He is, of course, in charge. Let us go to WhatsApp to see who is there. The caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? The caller on WhatsApp, turn your system down, take it off speakerphone, give us your name and where you are. This is Radio Biafra.
Hello, Doctor. Good evening, sir.
Good evening to you.
My name is Ayajilo Joshua. I'm calling from Igbo.
Thank you very much. Please go ahead.
I really want to appreciate what you're doing. May God bless you and your family. And I believe that for surely the Biafra will surely come. In the name of Yehoshua.
Ise, thank you very much. Igwocha is alive and kicking very much. The caller on the coordinator's line, can you hear me? My goodness me. I don't know who has this very number. They call, we take the call, and then for some reason the line goes off, which is quite interesting. I don't know. We'll try and find out later. Let me go to the phone line and see who is there. The caller on the phone, on our main studio line, give us your name and where you are. This is Radio Biafra.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening to you. Turn your system down, as I said. People don't hear, do they? If you don't turn it down, I'll cut you off immediately. I will cut you off and I'll take another call. Who knows? It may take you 6 months to get through again. The caller on the phone, turn your system down. This is Radio Biafra. Give us your name and where you are.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, good evening to you.
This is the man. I'm from a private one, but I stay in Naija.
Thank you.
Sir, I'm very happy to get you today. I'm really happy. May God bless you.
And you too.
I'm trying to reach you for some time now, but I'm happy that I reached you today. I've been telling my people about RadioBiafra. They was very happy. All of them was glad that.
Yes, go ahead. We can hear you. Go ahead. We can hear you. Go ahead. Can you hear me?
My father told me everything about Biafra, and his first one was Biafra soldier. And he showed me the picture that his first one is Nnamdi Kanu and Philadelphia. So the boy that during the Biafra war, and later, my father married another woman, and the boy later come back to life as, I don't know how this thing happened. When the boy come back, and he have some marks in the face. So that mark in the face, when they remove the mark in the face, they saw some bullet that after the bullet that the boy got during the Biafran war. So when the boy grew up, they call him Augustine. But later the boy say his name is not Augustine, his name is Eti.
I don't know what is happening. I have no idea. The lines are not holding. The lines are not holding. This is Radio Biafra. We are returning to the missed call we had before. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, the caller on the phone? Can you hear me?
Yes, Director. Good evening, Director.
Good evening to you.
Director, my name is Igbo of Igbo. I'm calling from Aba.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Director, I want to give three-way heavy information that's happening this night. Director, do you know that at Ariaria now they are offloading ammunition for our veterans? If anybody who knows Ariaria should go where they sell onions now.
In Ariaria right now, they are offloading ammunitions at Ariaria. You're saying right now?
Yes, sir, right now.
My goodness.
And Director, I want to give another information. There is this place where I sell something like provision store at Amuma Road. Hello?
We are listening to you. Go ahead. I don't want to interrupt you. Go ahead and say what you want to say. We are listening. Go ahead.
So Director, this place where they sell, where I sell provision store. This year I used to have my key with one big key. So I forget I forget the small key that someone can use to open that store. So I forget it at my shop around 10:30. So around 11 p.m. in the evening, I went there to go and collect because I said I must collect this key or somebody may take the key. So I was going to collect the key because I did how, if you know Amuma Road now, they are offloading every day in the gutter. They are bringing it outside. So somebody that offloaded the rubbish that was in the gutter was about to wash his body. I don't know if I will speak this in Igbo, so everybody will get me clear.
Go ahead.
So Director, let me just say this in Igbo, so it will be clear, and everybody should know what is happening now. Because our life in danger, because everywhere in our back is scattered. So let me put it in Igbo. So, I say, can we so the point of the water data, the point down on a hata you share the day and a ride. Okay, you're going to go up on the back sound. Okay, sound, you're only about my provision around this 11. Anyway, now you lay no shovel. Yeah, I will shovel. Some people say, "Oh, you should give the shovel up the habitat." Come on, you will also. Someone who may be on right about it. So good guns. I'm telling you now, so have your ball. Yeah, keep the funny day. I don't want to think about it. I'm telling you, make us the thing. Yeah, I'm not going to know what I'm doing. I'm telling you, make us the thing. Keep a half ball. So that's what I have for a man. How you can I see that? I'm going to see how they get out of them. So most of our jobs have their half on 10 down as I see that him. But more than how is that of what? Because of my happy. They cannot get up on our people in the army. Because I say more that kind of ambassador. Who can take to team on this my store? So I'm going to the bedroom name. How can you be Biafra? I say yes, I did Biafra. How can you do that? Like what happened in the town or go to Agua? This is very also. Okay, you know. Talk more of the game of disease. Then you done in there.
Hold on. These people asking you to kneel down because you're a Biafran. Yeah. Are they zoo soldiers Or the ordinary Alamajiri?
Yeah, they are good soldiers. They saw what was happening. Instead of them to ask me what, I narrated everything to them. They said that I should leave them inside that water. So, when we come to the military have done, they see that they don't have any ground to go through. So they say that I should go. That, after this happened, around like 3 days, I was sleeping because our house faced the main road. So I was sleeping. Maybe I bring the left hand. Listen down after 5. Around 1 midnight. When I saw on an article. Because of the power, if they are for you. But that has to make it not going to be on Maro. Not saying your head. She does the head. You're not going to go over a few hundred people. When I saw that in saying that you are being a best sense, you know, so how do they think? Shiba. That's why I want to have up down. I hope them. So therefore, this is what we are. This is what we are going. This is what we are going through in our. And they should know. I don't know what is happening to these Igbo people. Let they just come. Let's put hands together. And I want to tell everybody that all the whole people of Aba,
Go ahead. All the people of Aba, go ahead.
They should know that all the whole people in Aba have said that there is no market on Tuesday. Okay. Everybody in Aba have said that.
Oh, very good.
There is no market in Aba on Tuesday.
Very good. I am grateful to them for having. We appealed to them in the morning. We begged them to close the markets, and now you can hear it live on Radio Biafra. There will be no market in Aba on Tuesday. Our message is hitting home. Our people are waking up, but there is one thing for them to do. We need guns and we need bullets. That is the key. Thank you very, very much, my dear brother. Let me go over to WhatsApp and see who is that. That's what is happening now. They are everywhere. They are waiting to strike. Boko Haram. They know that Ohanese is compromised and stupid. They know that Okura Wasa is one of them. The caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? The caller on WhatsApp, turn your system down if you want to speak on Radio Biafra. My goodness me. Oh, they're not paying attention. These people, I don't know the planet they come from. I have no idea. Somebody's calling on WhatsApp and they're wasting our time. The caller on the phone, can you hear me? The caller on the phone, can you hear me? No, they cannot hear me. I don't know if the zoo is cutting the calls to this actual line, you know. I have no idea. If they are cutting the calls to this line, I have no clue. The caller on the phone, on the coordinator's line, can you hear me? Can you believe that? The caller on the coordinator's line, can you hear me?
Yes. Yes. Good evening, Director.
Good evening.
Yes, this is Fabian Kastrachi Usu. I'm calling from Dakar, Senegal.
Yes, go ahead.
Yes, Director, I thank you for your good work, for what you are doing for us. It has been a long that you are talking about Teruka Sokrocha. It's today that you have told the world who is him, the mother and the father having come to Biafran land to manipulate us and bring discrimination and the destruction to Imo State. On the other hand, I'm here to announce our meeting coming tomorrow here in Dakar, Senegal, by 5 p.m. in Yongole, and also here in my house, in Pharmacy Golf. Once we reach in, for those that live in Pharmacy Golf, in KJY, in Parcel, many people that live around here know what I'm talking about. They have to call my number, +221 7711 74849, +221 7711 74849. Now we are having meeting in my house, and we are for the training. We have to have our meeting because of the difficult and the much payment which they want to us. So we are looking for the normal pay which we are doing. For now, we are having a meeting in my house. No problem. Anybody that is coming, I pray and I know that by the grace of Adiyama, nothing will happen to you. And here is secure. I'm inviting all our brothers who are living in Pharmacy Golf, who are living in Nigerian and the Pekin, how to come out, support what we are doing. And also for those who are living for that Yongule place has to support our meeting in Yongule. They have to visit us in everything that we are doing there, so that we will restore our nation, Biafra land. Thank you, Director, and good evening from Dakar, Senegal.
Thank you very much, and good evening to you as well. I have a caller on WhatsApp. I want to take their call only if they are disciplined enough to turn their system down as they speak to the world. The caller on WhatsApp, forget about listening to your voice. Give us your name and where you are. We are Radio Biafra.
Hello, Director. Good evening.
Good evening to you.
I am humble. I am Kennedy calling from Imo State.
Yes, go ahead.
Director, I want to thank you for all you have been doing for Biafra. We are true Biafras. We support you with our last blood.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
We support all you have been doing for us.
Thank you.
And I want to confirm all you have been saying.
Thank
Hello.
you. Thank you very, very much for that. Thank you very much. Thank you, my dear brother, for that very call. This is Radio Biafra. I don't want people stopping when they're speaking. Only if you ask a question, or else your call will be discontinued. I have Ifan Ojukwu on the line, who I welcome every blessed time I'm on the air, if you can make it. The world is listening. Please go ahead.
Yes, my teacher. Good evening, my teacher.
Good evening.
In fact, I am grateful, but I am disturbed this night. I am disturbed this night because of what I heard that young man from Aba say. How many times will my people sit down like a zombie?
They're Igbo. That is why. They are Igbo. That's is in their nature. IGBO, Igbo.
My brother, do you know that? In fact, you are not behaving like him. You are not behaving like Igbo man. No. I'm Igbo man, but you are not behaving like, you are behaving like English, a true English man. Honestly. Okay. They are here now, hearing all these things. They have many shades. They have many things. They have monies in the bank. They have everything. And they are looking like Abu Mo. And they are seeing Hausa people coming closer to devour the children of Chukwuabiama. My people, why? My people, why? My people, can't you listen? My people, Hausa Batakwani Mani. My people. I want to tell those people who are transporters. It is time you people will be in agreement. We are going to establish something in this place that people will be surprised. I want to tell you people, you can organize yourself. 3 days, no movement in this Biafra land. You can organize yourself, you transporters. I want to tell you, if you allow Hausas to come into Biafra land, that your car, you will not see it. Those in the business area, that market, you will not see it. It must be center place. All those markets, or market, it will be set on their place. It will burn down because they know that we are business people. Don't you know that these people are jealous over you? Don't you know that these people are jealous over you? Don't you know that, my people? They will first of all destroy everything that will give you strength and life. They will render you homeless. And so that they will capture you. My people, why? My people, why? Listen to me, you transporters. You can take 3 days and say, there's no movement in this zoo and all this Biafra land. So that the world will say, why? What is happening? So that they will come
My people, why? Why do you love money more than your life, my people? Don't you know that all those things, this is what they did in the time of Ojukwu? What will you give unto us before we give you this money? Ojukwu was fighting for them to save their life. Ojukwu was standing there, bringing everything that his father has. Everything. He closed the account of his father to save his people. And people had the reason to say, what do you give us before we give you money that we use to deliver our life? Our people begin to say that, and Ojukwu still make them promise. They say no, it's too small. They say no, it's too small, my people. Okay, all those money they bank, did they use it, my people? Asking you question. All those money in the bank, well, did they use that money, my people? Oh, my people, why can't you listen? They did not use those monies. They give us only 20 pounds. Yoruba people eat that money. The same man is saying something. Nnamdi Kanu is saying something. A God-sent human being. Somebody I never see. I never see this such a man. This man is now ringing bell. Equip me. I need money for weapon. I need money for weapon. I need money for weapon. He's ringing the bell. I need money. Equip me. I want to fight. I have the knowledge. I have the ability. I have everything in my life to fight for you people. My people, give me money. My people, I want your money. I want to support you. And look at you people. You are banking that your money. Let me tell you. Ugboro eme ka ihe na-eme mmadụ ọmara ife ndị Igbo. Ihe omere ọnụ na nke Ojukwu ozubere ụnụ ndị Igbo. Ihe ndị Yoruba mere ọnụ na nke Ojukwu ndị Igbo ozubere ụnụ. Ndị Igbo ole ka enyere ụnụ 40 naira. O nwere ndị kparụ millions and billions then. Ife enyere ụnụ 40 naira ndị Igbo. Ndị Igbo wee ruo onye mgbekọ unu ga-anụ ife ndị Igbo. Ndị Igbo wee ruo onye mgbekọ unu ga-ama ife. Ruo onye mgbe ndị Igbo. Ndị Igbo tete nọ n'ụla. Ndị Igbo tete nọ n'ụla. Ndị Igbo tete nọ n'ụla. Ndị Igbo tete nọ n'ụla na Hausa ga-egbu ụnụ ndị Igbo. Ruo onye mgbekọ unu ga-amụte na ezi nke a na-agba agbọghọ Hausa. Agbọghọ Hausa. Unu afụnanya ya na-enye Hausa ka ọ bụ. You have known that this man is Hausa man. This man will be deceiving you. Hausa give him money so that he comes to that stage and begin to spray money and begin to do something. Don't you know it's a trap? I also give him money to show that he's the best governor. I also give him money to deceive you people. I also give him money so that he will buy you people. And I also know that he is their brother. Why can't you listen, my people? Why can't you listen? Look at Okorocha. Don't you see it above Ocha? Above Ocha and down South Africa. Abụrụ Hausa, ndị Hausa bụ iwu Jesu ike. Ndị Hausa ji arahụ ụra abalị. Ndị Hausa ji arahụ ụra abalị abụrụ Hausa. Ọgbọ ya ka na-edisivụrụ ụnụ. Na ihe ọ na-eme ugbu a. Look at what is doing. Look at what is doing, my people. Everywhere. Na-anya arụọla skuulu ndị Hausa. Ndị Igbo ụnụ ka na-agwa. Arụọla skuulu ndị Hausa. Arụọla skuulu ndị Hausa. Na steeti ahụ. Arụọla skuulu ndị Hausa. Arụọla ibe dị iche iche nke ndị Hausa. Ndị Hausa afọ nkụziri ebe ahụ. Ọ bụ n'ime mmadụ nọ na-akpọ ndị Hausa ka ogbusi ụnụ. Ụnụ ọbụla nọ na-akpọ ndị Hausa ka ogbusi ụnụ. Emechaa ọgbanazi ebe a mụrụ ya. Ọ bụ na ịmaghị na ihe a na-arụọ. This is trick. This is trick, my people. This is trickness, my people. My people, tete nọ n'ụra. My people, tete nọ n'ụra, my people. Ndị Igbo kunienu, ndị Igbo kunienu, ndị Igbo kunienu. Ndị Igbo kunienu, ndị Igbo kunienu, ndị Igbo kunienu. Ruo onye mgbe ka ndị Igbo ga-amakụ ego dịka chifa. Ndị Igbo hapụ na ego unu ji aka ka were zọọ ndụ unu. Ndị Igbo hapụ na ego unu ji aka ka were zọọ ndụ unu. Ndị Igbo tete n'ụra ndị Igbo. Ruo onye mgbe ka unu ga-amụ ife ndị Igbo. A na-ekwu okwu akịta unu debezie ahụ. Anyị nwere ụzọ abụọ ebe a ga-efepụ. Anyị nwere ebe anyị ga-agbaje. Ka ịgbapụrụ ebe a ala nna gị. Ọ bụ n'ịma n'ihi ihere ka ọ bụ. Ịgbapụzie ebe ahụ gị na-emezie. Achọrọ m ka m kwado ndị Igbo. Ọ bụrụ na unu amaghị ihe n'oge awa.
ọ bụrụ na unu amaghị ife n'oge a unu amamazi ife ọzọ. Hausa will use you and do pepper soup. Hausa will drink your blood. Remember na ndị Hausa nwere obi ebere. Ndị na-ejide nwaanyị dị ime gbawa ya afọ wepụta nwa na-ebe efere na azụ ya ukwu n'isi sochasịa ya isi etikwa akụba dọgị muje emukpekwa ndị ọzọ. Onye Igbo ebe ka ya gbodo onye Igbo ego ya ahụ ihe nwego ya. Ọ bụrụ na ndị Hausa achịghị na n'iyi a ga-emechi airport niile. Ọ bụrụ na ndị Hausa achịghị na ọnụ n'iyi a ga-emechi airport niile. They will close every airport so that you will not escape. There will be no hiding place for you Igbo people. There will be no hiding place for you people. They will close everywhere in the flight. Unu wari Igbo bụ nsi esepụ. Okay, emechi unu sepụ. Ebe kuru na-efede ana m agwa gị this is time. This is time. Ọ bụ na ụlọ ọrụ ibe nwatakịrị na-ekwu sisi ma ndị na-ekwu okwu Chukwu ma onye Yoruba ama na onye bara ekwu nsokwu n'ụdị a. Onye Yoruba ekwu n'okwu wee kwuo etu esi hazie si n'ego bịa wee nweta ego a ga-eji wee kwụsị anyị. O wee were ego wee nyeba na-enye gị eke wee kpụchapụ anyị. Ọkwa oge adị ife ndị Igbo. Ọkwa oge adị ife ndị Igbo. Ọ bụ na ụlọ amaghị ibe na-eme. Ọ bụrụ na ekuniro unu ga-ebe akwa. Unu ga-achọ nwa unu kụ n'aka. A ga-anara ụnụ nwa unu kụ n'aka pepụ isi. A ga-anara ụnụ nwa unu na-enye ala pepụ isi. A ga-ewere ego unu nwere tupu unu sụọ n'ụzọ unu mee. Ọ ga-eji unu wee mere ọrụ. Ịma na etu ndị Hausa si echere unu geeti. Unu ga-ebido chọrọ ndị Hausa geeti. Chirazie erufe efi. Ka enwezi ọnụ bụrụ eze. Ọ bụrụ na unu ekweghị nke a mee. Unu agaghị eme ezumike na ndụ. Gbanyerianụ ndị debere ego ahụ unu zoro ezo ga-ewetie wee na were chi ya tinye ya maka na Hausa abatakwana anyị ime. Ọ bụ n'ime na prizin si anọchi n'ime prizin si niile bụ ndị Hausa nwụrụ iji na ha ga-anwụ. Ọ bụ n'ụlọ amaghị na ha nwụrụ iyi na ha ga-anwụ. Wee wedatafa na prizin ha ekpebigo ọnwụ. Wee weta ha na prizin wee gbaa ọgbụgba ndụ fara ha. Fanụgo ihe ọ bụrụ ịma na ebute ndị Hausa fasị na ọ bụrụ na ịnwụọ ibute onye amaghị Chukwu na ịnwụọ n'ime mmụọ na ị ga-anụ nwaanyị na-anọ bụ virgin. Ị ga-anụ nwaanyị na-anọ bụ virgin.
If you can, Ojukwu, people all over the world are listening. Most of them don't understand Igbo language. If you can speak English, I'll be very, very grateful. We have listeners all over the world who are not Igbo. Please go ahead.
Yes. My people, listen to me. Don't you know the Islam people, they have a covenant. Those people they send in the prison, they are the people who have accepted to die. They are the people who have accepted to die. And in the Muslim covenant, whenever they say you kill any Christian, if you kill Christian, you will go to heaven. They will give you 4 pages in heaven because Hausa love sex. Hausas love sex. They can sex nama. They can sex fowl. They can sex tree. They can sex man. They can sex even in a group. I want to tell you, and that's what they say. They are going to give them 4 virgins in heaven. And in the heaven, they will give them 4 virgins. And they accepted to die. Don't you know that these people's life can never be compared with your life? You, Biafran. Don't you know that these people are push people and people who don't have hope? They don't have hope. Don't you know that you are son of Chukwabia and you have a hope? Don't you know that you have a life to live? These people have no place. Don't you see how they're wandering everywhere? Wandering everywhere. How do you don't think about them? Listen to me. They have decided to die. They will post out from prison. They will equip themselves with one. He said, I could buy, it's another. The head will begin to fall on the street. Where will you run then? If you don't prepare now, you will blame your life. If you don't prepare now, you blame yourself. Your head will be falling on the gutter. These people will rush you. They will bomb my market. They will fire my market. All those billions and millions, you will lose them all. They will go to area. They will bomb there. All that your millions and billions, which if you bring it now, they will use it and save you. You will lose all of them. You will have nothing in your hand again. You became a beggar. You will have no chance again to fight against these people. If you miss this target, my people, you will cry. If you miss this target now, my people, you will cry. My people, why can't you see how wicked these people are? These people enter into the outer land. That place, they burn a church, a living church inside. They throw fuel inside the church. And the Christians were praying. They threw fuel inside the church. They burned the church. They are happy seeing you crying. They begin to laugh because seeing you dying is like seeing another people. Don't you know that, my people? If they can act like this, what do you think that they will do you when they come? What do you think that they will do you when they come? If you don't go and bring that your money, if you don't go and help this journey, if you don't come out now, and let me tell you, listen, those people who have been supporting, mark them one by one. Those who have been supporting this outside them, and they are giving outside people money in order to help our brother that go back to outside in the faith. I want to tell you, mark them one by one before they will escape. They will die first. They will die first. And if anyone who don't join this race, you are a saboteur. Then why can't you join this man? Any man who don't join him is a saboteur. We will see him as an enemy of Biafra. And that is what I'm trying to tell you people. It is time. The flag of Biafra is up. The Biafra flag is upon the mountain. In a mountain that no hand can touch. In a mountain that no hand can pull down. In a mountain that only the power of the Holy Spirit can control us. If you allow that flag to fall now, you fall forever. You will never think about Biafra again in your life. My brother, I am going to stop here. I thank God for the grace and strength. And for many who helped me to reach this time, I thank God to bless them in the name of Yahweh.
Ise. Thank you very, very much. Thank you for that. Ojukwu, thank you. This is Radio Biafra. We are live and we are direct. People are speculating, when will the bombs go off in Biafra land? It has actually gone off in Igbo. I don't know if those in Igbo are aware of it. But there are some news doing the rounds this evening. I'm very glad that at last Aba area will shut down. In fact, I would like every market in Aba to shut down. Not just area. Every market in Aba should be shut down. If representation can be sent to those at home, send message to Umuahia as well. Tell them to close down the market. Send the same message to Zakoli. Send it to Ikuano. We want all these markets shut down. These markets should be shut down. Anytime they decide next week, shut them down. We must maintain the pressure. We must maintain the pressure, because if we outlast the pedophile terrorists, we win. They will play for time. What they are thinking is that, oh, man, these are Igbo people, oh, leave them. Oh. After a while, they will think about their shop. They will run to their shop. That is what they will say. Oh, leave them. After a while, they will run to their shop to go and do their business. We must maintain the pressure. must continue. That is what it means to fight for your freedom. It must cost you something. If it doesn't cost you your life, it will cost you something. It must cost you something. Let's go and take this call. The caller on
Hello, Director. Good evening.
Good evening to you. Please, your name and where you are.
Okay, my name is Charles Chukwumawane. I am calling from Aba.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Director, I am one of the people that was at PKC on that 30th.
Yes.
Now, and all that I have been hearing this night, I am a businessman and in Aba. All that I have been hearing this night, and all that I have been hearing before, you are talking about the funds to buy the weapons, to buy guns, to buy bullets. Why you have the money yourself? Now, why do I say like this? We were about 3.5 million that was at CKC on target. Now, what you are doing to us, fine, I have to commend you. Why I said that you have the money is that consider 3.5 million of us in Aba paying each and every one of us just $10 within the next 72 hours. $10 pay everybody that was there. If you know that you are a Biafran, you need the money right now. And I am telling you that we are willing to pay more than $10 for each person in the next 72 hours. Now we are winning. Don't continue to feel for us. Maybe we are going to fight the battle, and then why should we contribute money again? No. Supposing that we did not contribute money and we did not have any help. Now what happened? So my director, I am appealing. Release the ban on us. Just tell us how do somebody who needs this battle to, because all I'm saying is that we know what it takes and we know what it's going to cost. Now, allow us to pay. Allow us to pay. Because I know that 3.5 million multiplied by $10, I know at least we must have something to start from somewhere. Please. I don't believe in talking and blessing you and blessing you. Yes, the blessing we know. God has already blessed you, and that's why you are there for us. If we are just pushing you blessing and blessing every day, fine, it is good. But all play without words makes a jack a dull boy.
That is correct. We
cannot just continue on the line that yes, the director, the people from diaspora, they will bring the money, they will do this and do that. Now they are there. They are offloading God in Aba now. Now what do? We cannot challenge them with empty hand. And if we do not spend this money here, where would we spend it? So please, I want you to release this ban on us. We are winning. You are not preaching us. We are preaching ourselves. Are you getting me?
Yes, I am. I understand what you're saying, yes. I understand.
Please, at least $10 times 3.5 million. I think it's going to give us about something million. And I know. So you can start from there so that we can be liberated. So I see no reason that we'll be waiting for them who I think maybe, let me just take it that 50 million of them are outside and diaspora. And they are up to at least the remaining 30 million or however that it is. Now ask us, please, help us. You have decided to do that. Leave this ban. So that we do something somewhere in 72 hours. I said 72 hours, 3 days. Give us a number how we need the money from MoneyGram. You understand? I go to bank, I make transactions in the bank. At least I know something must have to happen. That's just what I'm saying. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and I will consider it. Thank you very, very much. I know why I said diaspora. I understand the need for people at home. They pressure every blessed day. They say lift the ban. And I said, no, my dear brother, I welcome everything you have said. I welcome it completely and totally. And I will think about it and I'll let you know. Thank you very much for that. We have a caller on the coordinator's line. Your name and where you are. This is Radio Biafra.
Good evening, Director.
Good evening.
My name is Sejo Haikes. I'm calling from Aba.
Yes, thank you very much. Go ahead. We are listening. Go ahead.
Director, many things are happening in Aba. Like I'm speaking to you now. Many things are really happening. In Abo Hill, somebody caught an Hausa man with a bomb right now. And when he was beating the Hausa guy, the army then ran the boy up. Instead of them to find out why the boy was beating the Hausa man, they now hit our guy and telling him, you are a Biafra. They are now torturing him now as I'm speaking in Abo Hill right away. Then another thing, in Umuotiala this afternoon, army people came there, they were shooting at people. They killed 3 and arrested 18 people for no just cause.
No, hold on. They killed people where? Why did they kill people?
In Umuotiala.
Why would they go there to shoot people? Please, just tell us.
For no just cause. And they arrested 18 people.
No, I need to understand. I want you to tell me, why would they go to where people are and they start shooting? I need the world to understand this very well. What happened? Can you get me the names of the people they shot dead and their families?
After the program, I will forward it to you.
Immediately, please. Immediately send it to me. Send it to me. And I want to speak to the families as well of those that they shot their children, that the world will be able to hear, so that nobody will blame us. We are accumulating evidence that nobody will turn around and blame us for anything. If you can video the dead bodies, do so, because I want the world to see it. What is happening? They will come. They have come. Because as we speak, anything else you want to say?
There's another thing I want to say. I love about people the way they have decided to close market on Tuesday. And we want everybody to inform your neighbors, that tell them the reason why we want about people want to close market, to talk about what is happening in Anambra. That is the only reason. So if you are in Aba and you are from Anambra State or you are from Imo State, just know that we are not doing it just to close market, but we are doing it to tell the world that they have brought death to Anambra State. And I want to make an announcement of a meeting that will be holding in Omoma Road tomorrow. If you are living in from Achano to Amapope, this is the number for you to call, because they will have their meeting tomorrow by 5 o'clock. The number is 080 37 06 3015. I repeat again, 080 37 06 3015. Thank you very much, Director.
Thank you, Ketuku. Thank you very much for that. This is Radio Biafra. We're live and they're killing our people in Aba. I need evidence. I need facts. I need proof. There are those looking for them. I am going to send it to those people. These are the people I'm talking to in and around Europe. I will send it to them. They said they need it. Anything that happens to us that closely resembles an act of provocation, we should send it to them. And talking about provocation, there is a story flying around now. Thank you very much for those that send this thing to me. Thank you very much. Tension in Anambra as 7 Boko Haram inmates have now escaped from Ekulobia prison. 7 inmates escaped, as we told you they will. They have escaped. Hey, it's a word. Story flying around now, even though it is not unverified. This is being reported by the Anambrarian News, which has ties to Anambra State government. At least 7 Boko Haram inmates have allegedly escaped from Ekulobia prison, Anambra State, reports news48hours.com. According to an insider who spoke under condition of anonymity, the 7 prisoners sneaked out of the jail yesterday with the help of some unnamed security officers and headed to unknown destination. This is even as another source claimed that the alleged escapees distributed themselves to unleash mayhem in Anambra, in Enugu, in Imo, in Abia, in Ebonyi, in Delta and River State. This is the news breaking. Then we continue to also report this because the whole world is listening. We want to listen very carefully. Breaking news: explosion in Iguacha. Explosion in Iguacha. Details of the incident are still sketchy, but residents around the area said the explosion was as a result of a bomb planted in a commercial vehicle. They have now commenced. The army officer that rang me this morning said he cannot guarantee that Biafra land will be the same, Igbo land will be the same by the end of September. That many people will be in anguish, families will be crying, that people are going to die. They have come to kill us. They have escaped from Ekulobe yesterday, and today they have released their first bomb in Iguacha. 2 people are said to have died on the spot and several others injured, but that could not be independently verified. That's the point they were finding this very news. No one or group has claimed responsibility for the explosion. The National Emergency Management Agency has issued a 1-paragraph statement confirming the explosion. The zoo has confirmed the explosion in Iguacha, saying that only 1 person died. That's what they will say now. NEMA, according to their statement, confirms an explosion today in a commercial bus at Rumokolo roundabout in Iguacha. They call it Port Harcourt. The statement by the agency spokesman, Yushan Shuaibu, said the driver died from the explosion. The situation is under control. They said they have come. They have escaped from Ekulobia prison. They are now planting bombs. Boko Haram is now with you, as I told you. Prepare to bury your loved ones. That money you don't want to bring out to buy weapons, you use it to buy a coffin. This is Radio Biafra, the caller on the phone. Can you hear me?
Director, good evening, sir.
Good evening to you. Your name and where you are, please.
My name is David Chinedu, calling from Benin.
From Benin, thank you very much. Is our radio getting to Benin at all, or is not?
It's not, Director.
Oh my goodness. Can you hear me? Hello?
We need Radio Biafra in Edo State, Director. Director, my name is David Chinedu. I'm calling from Benin. I'm from Ugunamnohons and Biafra land.
Yes.
So, Director, I want to use this opportunity to announce our meeting coming up on Saturday.
Yes,
being 11th of July. Director, the number to call is 080-256-77183. I repeat, 080-256-77183. The time of the meeting is 5 o'clock. Director, I thank you very much. The Chukajama guide you and keep you. In Chukajama name. He said,
thank you very, very much. Thank you very much. We are going to expose all the people. Hey, my goodness me. Saudi Arabia rejected the children of Buhari. Look at them with their designer sunglasses. Oh, Pandemalam, Islam. Oh, dear me. Our people are dying. Ewo, Igbo, IGBO. Thankfully, I made it very clear before that I'm not Igbo. I speak Igbo. I am a Biafran. I am a Biafran. That is why I think the way I do. I act the way I do. Because I'm a Biafran. Oh, don't you put a sense? You forget that your prize is freedom. Oh my goodness. The caller on the coordinator's line, can you hear me?
Yes, Director, good evening. This is AGK Akiebu, the boy that just called off now. I want to make an announcement to announce our meeting that we have on Friday.
Yes, go ahead, please. Go ahead.
Please, all the people living at Kamoma Road, if you are living from Acharo to Amo Bonina, please, this is the number to call. We have a meeting on Friday, and the number to call is 090 73 02 7662. I repeat again, 090 37 02 7662. Thank you so much, Director. And Director, there's my friend here. He wants to tell you what Awusa Fulani did to his friend. He said that he wants to tell you what Awusa Fulani did to his friend, but it's unfortunate that he's not here again. But Director, keep on. I want to tell everybody that is living in Aba, you people should come out. Let us fight this last fight, and let's tell this Awusa Fulani that the devil is a liar.
They know what we did to them during that war, and this time again, it's not going to be the same. Bless you forever. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Madabra. Thank you. We are not relenting. We are not retreating. We can never, ever surrender. We only march forward. Biafra or we die in the process. They have brought death to us. The zoo must fall. 2015. You are about to say things, you see. You are about to witness things you have never seen before in your life. Alamajiri is in power. Buhari is dying. Buhari is like a man on a suicide mission. Buhari promised his Allah, before I die, I will spread Sharia to everywhere. I'm now saying it. I don't know if you follow what I'm saying. If you don't concentrate, our Sa will overrun you. Your children will become Muslims, for your information. Obama will not save you. They have gotten into a deal with the British. The British will not save you either. These are the things you need to know. The things you need to know. This is Radio Biafra. We are live. We are direct. And Chukwu Okike Abiama is presiding. There is a very big fool on +229 960 I don't know who this fool is. Keeps calling the coordinator's line. Who is this idiot, please? I need to find out who he is calling the coordinator's line. I have asked for him to be found out, please. I want him to be found out. We have a lot of idiots these days from everywhere. +229 9601417. We shall find them wherever they are. We shall find them. We shall find them wherever they are. We shall find them. This is Radio Biafra. We are live and we are direct. And Chukwu Okike Abiama is, of course, presiding. If he's our national coordinator in Benin Republic, can't he speak? Is he deaf and dumb that he cannot? Is he that stupid that he cannot reason to call the station and be able to speak? COC, can you speak to this chap, please? Tell him not to call the coordinator's line again. He should not call ever again. I don't care who he is. Shouldn't call it again. Let us go and take your calls, please. The caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? The caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? No, they cannot hear me. That is the problem when you call from the damnable zoological republic. That is what tends to happen. That is what tends to happen. This is Radio Biafra. Let us try once again. The caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? The caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? No. No, they cannot hear me. They are not able to hear me, or their line is faulty. Wherever you are, if you're joining us, things are happening in Biafra land. People being shot dead in Aba. A man caught with a bomb in Aba. The one they sent to Igbo actually exploded. This is confirmed by the zoo themselves, NEMA, National Emergency Management Agency. Confirmed, not police. Oh. Have you ever seen such rubbish before? They call them security men, law enforcement. If there is a bomb, the police should attend and issue a statement. But no, because they are too corrupt. They are busy setting up roadblocks and collecting money. It is left for the National Emergency Management Agency to say, yes, a bomb went off in Iguacha. People died. The caller on the phone, can you hear me? The caller on the phone. Good evening, Director. Good evening to you. What is your name and where are you calling from?
The Director, good evening. My name is Professor Ifayos. I'm calling from Port Harcourt, Iguacha.
Iguacha. Thank you. Not Port Harcourt, Iguacha. That is the name. Go ahead, please.
Director, I want to commend you for all the good things you've been doing.
We thank you, Kwabia.
No wonder you've been saying each time you said something, some people who have limited knowledge and understanding will be castigating and be talking rubbish. Now today, everything you've been commenting, talking, saying every day as comments in Abba. We are prepared in Igbo land. They should come. Thank you very much. May the Almighty Chukwuadama guide you and see you through, empower you the more in the name of Yahushua.
Ise, I love that. I love that prayer. Ise, Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. We are live and we are direct. And we are reporting today unexploded bomb in Aba. Our Salamajiri Boko Haram with army uniform shooting dead our people. A bomb has gone off in Iguacha and 7 of the Boko Haram prisoners in Ekulobia have gone missing. Who opened the door for them? Their fellow Alamajiri, who says he's a security guard. Do you see what is happening? They have their weapons stashed away. They are ready to devour and decimate you. And what are you talking about? You're looking for where you can get contract. You want to praise a politician, cultural contract. You didn't see this coming. Do you think Yoruba papers will write about the explosion in Igbo channel? They won't write about it. They want to give you a false sense of security. And some of you idiots that go to Yoruba Pentecostal churches, it has not been reported by Yoruba paper. My general overseer, Mr. Abiodun Afoleke, hasn't said it yet in our Saturday prayer meeting. And then they are, mad people. Let's go and take this call. The caller on the phone, can you hear me?
Good evening.
Good evening to you. Your name, please, and where you are.
My name is Ifajuku Okoye. I'm calling from Monisha.
Thank you very much. Please go ahead.
I want to commend you for your effort. It's not an easy task, I know.
It is not easy, I know.
I have been hearing all the news, everything that is happening. We closed down our market today. So we are listening and we are waiting for you, my director.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Bless you.
He say and also bless you. Also bless you. They are spot on the prayers this very evening, and I love it. Thank you very, very much. This is Radio Biafra once again. The time now is, I think it's about 9:15 to 10 p.m. here. If your connection or connectivity is not strong enough, please don't call us on WhatsApp. The caller on the phone, can you hear me?
Hello?
Yes, please. What is your name and where are you calling from? You're live to the whole world. The whole world is listening. This is Radio Biafra.
My name is Obiechi Okachugo, calling from Aba.
Thank you very much. Please go ahead.
Director.
Yes, please.
You have seen what is happening to Aba now. And we all know that Aba is the heart of the war. And Awusa Alamajiri is now attacking us in Aba. Director, like the other man says, name your price so that we shall pay the money and get the equipment, because we are here dying. Because, okay, now we the brothers, you know what I mean by brothers.
Yes.
Everything has never been done. Now we found nothing. Name your price and how much are we going to contribute? As from 1,000, 2,000 to 10,000, 50,000, 100,000, we will pay the money within 24 hours so that you will bring all the weapons. Look at outside. Yes, they were uploading gun. That is true. I saw it.
Oh, you saw it as well?
You see?
You saw it?
Yes. I used to stay there. That is my base.
My goodness. Terrible.
Because of I'm one of the brothers. My coordinator warned me not to be there.
My goodness. My goodness me.
We are dying here. We are dying. You know, Aba is a heart of Biafran. So we have to do something. We are all dying here. What are we waiting? Outside country people don't want to respond. Now you put us in order so that we can contribute to our own living.
I understand what you're saying, my dear brother. I understand, and as I said, I am seriously considering it, and I'm asking every continental rep to instruct every national coordinator to begin with immediate effect to remit all the money we ask them to pay. I don't know if we're at the end of it yet. To start immediately, because Boko Haram, they have actually come. They have started to kill people. 2 people today died of a bomb explosion in a commercial bus in Iguacha. 7 prisoners escaped from Ekulobia. And they are shooting dead our people in Aba. People are being killed as we speak. Our Fulani have commenced their decapitation move. And before you know, they will circle us round. And you keep, but what is Johanese now? So what is Johanese and they are told all this? I feel sorry for our people. This is not a good time to be an Igbo man, you know that? It's, makes us look. But I commend the leaders of the market at Ariaria. I have not said it. I want to commend them this very evening to the hearing of the whole world that they have done us proud. I don't want it to be only Ariaria. I want every shop in Aba to be shut down. Every business closed down on Tuesday of next week. I want every business in Aba shut down for Tuesday of next week. Boko Haram, they have come. They are offloading weapons to kill us. We must come together as one. If we fail to come together as one, they will decimate us. Mark the words I'm speaking today. There is nothing I have said hasn't come to pass. In fact, it is even these days is the rate it is happening is even frightening me. I want is an appeal. We are not forcing anybody. I will never force anybody to do anything. I am appealing to businesses in Aba in the name of Chukwokika Biama, in solidarity to save ourselves from what is to come. Every business should be shut in Aba on Tuesday. I appeal to you. It's an appeal. Aba, you have stood very strong in the past. That we are talking today is because of Aba, what our mothers did on that very place. Aba must lead the way once again. We must tell the world that we are united, we are one people. Aba, please, for Tuesday of next week, shut every business activity in Aba, shut it down. You will see what will happen. Buy what you're going to eat on Tuesday. Buy it over this very weekend. If your neighbor doesn't have any food, provide for them. You say you want us to give the command to march. I want to see if Aba can demonstrate a level of cooperation you need in times of war. Next week, Tuesday, is a drill. Shut down every business in Aba next week. Anyone open we know is working for Alomajiri Awasa. Please close down. Everywhere else, Enugu, Owerri, Onitsha, shut down. Ekulobia is not Onitsha, but Onitsha shut down. Enugu shut down as well. Owerri shut down in solidarity. We want Aba, every business in Aba to shut down. It's not by force. Heaven knows we can't force anybody. But once you do it, exactly what you did on the 30th of May, that the whole world is reverberating. Do the same thing again next week, Tuesday. Shut down every business in Aba, that they may know that we have come, and then prepare for what is to come. I want evidence. I want evidence of the people killed. There are some governments we are friendly with in Europe that they want it, so that when we commence, nobody can blame us. Very, very important, please. Let us go to the coordinator's line and see who is there. The person on the coordinator's line, can you hear me?
I can hear you, my director. Good evening, sir.
Good evening to you, my dear sister. Please, your name for the listening public and where you're calling from.
My director, my name is Ugochu Wama. I am calling from Aba.
Thank you very much. Please go
My
ahead.
director, I just want to say that these people they brought to us to Ekulobia and Patakot, and they said to be prisoners. Director, these people, they are not. They are real Boko Haram people. In fact, they did not capture them from anywhere. They just manufactured those people from somewhere, paid them money, then said to be prisoners so that they will use them against the people. My directors, a sister was just confirming to me this evening that one Hausa man now turned to say to be a Christian that is worshiping with these people, Assemblies of God Church in Aba here at Ariaria. that the man traveled to the village and came back, was telling them this evening that his people told him, he traveled to the village, that his people told him that those people they brought to Ekulobia, and they said they are Boko Haram prisoners, that they are not, that they paid those people heavily, that they paid them a huge amount of money so that they will pretend to be prisoners. My director, they think that we will not know everything that is happening. But I'm begging you, sir, even me this evening, I called my coordinator. I was telling him that let them show me where I will go and buy my own ammunition, that I will use my money and buy it. I know that you are pitying us. I know that you're trying to protect us or what. Director, I am supporting what my brothers have already said before. Please help us. We need these things. I need it personal. I called my director, my coordinator this evening. I told him, please, if you people know anywhere that I can go and buy my own and keep in my house, you people should tell me. My director, please, just help us do something. I know you know what to do, and nobody is trying to tell you to do anything, but just reason with us. See reason in what we are telling you. Please, sir, that is what I just want to contribute this evening. Thank you very much, my director. And my sister said he has something to say to you.
Yes, go ahead.
Hello, good evening, my director.
Good evening, my dear sister.
Director, I want to thank you because of what you are doing, but I am very, very angry. I am not happy about what we are hearing today. I am not happy about what is going on even in Aba now. Director, I am very, very angry in the spirit. What I want to say is that why is it that our people are keeping quiet? It pains me so much that when
we have lost her. These girls are very strong. There is one in our nation. Oh my goodness me. She said she wants to lead a mission to Hausa and never to come back. A lady. We are going to win. They will kill us, no doubt. They've started in Aba. If you want me to tell you how this whole thing will play out, I will tell you. They've started killing us. Our friends around the world, they need the evidence that Hausa are killing us. I want the families to be interviewed. I want us to video the corpses, those of them shot dead by the zoo army. I want everything meticulously documented because Hausa Badago Walker via Ekulobia. They have come. But I told you they will come. Who is bringing them? Okora Hausa. Aboga Hausa more like. Anybody who is against Biafra, if it like, let it be your younger brother, younger sister. Walk up to your mom and say to your mom, who is this Hausa man you slept with that gave birth to this rubbish here? Allow me to repeat what I said before. Anybody who hears the gospel of restoration of Biafra and decides to walk against it has an Hausa father. I will bet anybody anything. I don't care who you are. I will bet you anything you like. I don't care who you are. I told you that Okora Hausa wonya Hausa. People said, stop, you're casting aspersions and say, the mother was married at Orata in Owerri. The man could not pregnant her. Then she married at Oboko in Idato South to one gentleman, one Mr. Okorocha. There she gave birth to 2 girls. Ask Okorocha, do you have 2 senior sisters or not? Then somebody should ask Okorocha's mother. I don't know her status right now. When you travel to Jos, did you go with Mr. Okorocha? The answer is no. Then you were estranged. When you went to Hausa, you fell pregnant. Did your husband come to see you there before you fell pregnant? The answer is no, because you are quarreling with him. An Hausa man paid you a visit. That Hausa man pregnanted you. You gave birth to the first child. The same Hausa man returned for more. You gave birth to another one. That is how you have Okorocha and the brother. Is that not correct? Is that not correct? Is Okorocha a millionaire before? No. He went to Lagos to go and drive Kabu Kabu. Is that not correct? Did he not dabble into 419 and kill a white man to take the money to go and open a commercial school? He combined his commercial school with rent boy. Rent boy means male prostitute to other men. The father took him to T.Y. Danjuma. Heaven knows what they did to him there. From that, they handed. You know, I told you people before how they use your so-called Igbo politicians. I know children may be listening, but I have to speak the truth. They, first of all, once you introduce them to an Awasa man, the Awasa man starts to abuse them sexually. Titled man with high chief. When they finish using him, they hand him over to somebody else. I said this thing here on Radio Biafra. After Danjuma must have finished using him, he handed him over to Babangida. I don't know. I'm telling you. That is why the zoo must fall. After that, they gave him contract to sew police uniform and to supply vehicles he lost. That was how he became a so-called millionaire on paper. For him to finance those contracts, he needed some loans. He went to Progress Bank, to UBA, and finally to Zenith Bank. That's how you have a Okorocha group of companies. And tomorrow I'll tell you about his foundation. At the back of Okorocha is a bite mark, bite. The man who brought Red Cross to come and establish a foundation, Okorocha was asked to come and finance it. He prepared every document in his name. If you look at the back of Okorocha now, you will see a bite. The man was upset. He took his foundation from him. That's how you have Okorocha Foundation. Who's bringing the money? International Red Cross and European donors. And this man is the governor of Governor Igbo. Yeah. No wonder Igbo jina asoku ka atoro. Agwara mu na agwa. Did I not warn you? Anybody, me, you don't have any brain. Your nation is Biafra. Because with Biafra, you get everything. Biafra. Anything done in the name of Igbo, the world is listening, so I will say it. Our sister was calling and said, oh, why are some people against? They are against us because we speak the truth. Allow me to tell Igbo people again. Anything done in the name of Igbo, I-G-B-O, that thing will fail. Allow me to repeat. Anything you do in the name of Igbo, I-G-B-O, that thing will fail because the name is cursed. Do you know why the name was cursed? We did many things in the past which Ukwabiam is upset with us for. That was why he condemned the name. Only Biafra can cleanse us. The redemption that will come is through Biafra. Because Biafra cannot come without the true knowledge of the Most High. Do you know that we'll go and get somebody? We tie the hands and the legs when they are alive. We close their mouth. We bury them upside down. Let me tell you how ROC began in Biafra land. You know, oh, what is our religion? You want us to go back to ROC? I say because you're a fool. You don't know your history. What is ROC? ROC is a living human being, a young person, very virulent young man. They bury the person upside down, tie the hands, tie the legs. A culture we borrowed from people of the forest, those we met when we came there. And then we plant oha on top of that person. That is why in some communities they don't eat oha. You know that very well. And then they begin to incantate. They begin to dabble into sorcery. Anything you command that spirit to do, will do. According to them, I don't believe that. That's what his ROC is. And then the person who is doing the commanding becomes the Ezemo or his ROC. Not the conduit anymore between heaven and earth, which is Igwe Kala or Kamano. No longer the conduit between heaven and earth. The high priest. The high priest that should have been serving in the temple, worshipping Chukwabiam in truth and honesty, now begins to dabble into sorcery. Then they will see a pretty girl in the village. They say, oh, the ROC said I should bring you to him. They take a pretty girl to this ROC. And then at night they will sneak in and sleep with her. The girl will get pregnant and give birth. They will say, but how come the girl is not pregnant? They say, oh, it's the ROC that did it at night. Oh, kwa dibia na. My God. That is how you have Osu. Then you have Osu people. Oh, don't touch them. Don't marry them. The same man will go back and be committing incest. Telling you don't marry them. They are from Osu. They belong to Abba. All is a lie. Is a fraud. Imana aroseba for your job for gomenala. Over time it was accepted as practice, but it's not. We are the children of light, umuchuku, umobas, umuchineke, umuanigwe, the children of the kingdom of heaven. That is why when Biafra comes, if you call anybody or refer to anybody as an Osu, you will go to prison for 40 years. Without bail, no parole. Because those practices was the reason why Chukwukika Abiyama brought darkness into Igbo land. Scattered all the children everywhere. That is why you cannot see Ibibio as your flesh and blood. Despite the fact that Ibibio means Ibonta. The literal meaning of the word Ibibio means Ibonta. The way you have Ibuku, you have Ibonta. That Ibonta is in Ibibio land. That's the meaning of their name. Little Igbo is Ibibio. For your information. It doesn't mean they are little. After all, you have first son, you have the last born. That is why I don't play with them, Ibibio. I don't play with Ibibio. I don't. These are the things that we did as a people. Look at Arochukwu, descended from Arodi. I mean, these are biblical names. These are names from the scriptures. Arodi. Do you know that in Arochukwu, instead of us to be worshipping Chukwukika Abiyama, they brought in a fraud called the Binopabi, which is a fraud. Instead of our high priest at Arochukwu to be worshipping Chukwu Abiyama, the way they should be worshipping him in the old, they started to connive with the Portuguese to be selling people. So parents will bring their children to Arochukwu to come to perform pilgrimage in those days. They will connive. Because the inside the cave is an echo. If you speak, your voice will be echoing and echoing and echoing and echoing. They said it's Arosokwu. You know our people now, being religious people. What did Arosi say? Okay, this child is very bad. This child ate an egg instead of bread. Because of that, we're going to treat him. Arochukwu people will sell our people to those from Enugu State today, from Nike. They will ship our people to Nike. Ask them. Awasa from Zamfara will come there to buy our people as slaves. They will sell to Arabs. Arabs will sell to the Portuguese. When the Portuguese knew where our people came from, they started to travel down straight to Biafra land to look for those very good Igbo slaves. Chukwu Abiyama was upset with us. He brought darkness over us. We never knew who Chukwu Abiyama was again. In truth, and we call his name every day. We kept giving birth to children called Nwachukwu, Chinedu, and all the rest of it. Chisa, every name we had it. But the connection to go back to Chukwu Abiyama in truth and honesty was not there anymore. It took the presence of the white man to come to reconnect us, but at a very heavy price. That price we are paying till today. Our religious ignorance. This is Radio Biafra. Let me see if people are still there to talk to us. Because our line, the line that we normally have, tomorrow we are going to exponentially grow our lines. Because I don't understand. Those ones are not even working. Let's take this call anyway. The caller on the phone, can you hear me on the coordinator's line? This is Radio Biafra. Yes, please.
Yes. Good evening, Director.
Good evening to you.
Yes, I can hear you, Director. My name is Mr. Emmanuel Naija. I'm calling from United Arab Emirates.
Thank you very much. UAE. Thank you. Please go ahead.
Yes, I'm from Okunano, Enugu. Yes, I'm catching to Indigenous people of Biafra, UAE. I'm calling regarding our meeting tomorrow here in UAE.
Thank you very much. Go ahead.
Yes, our meeting will be holding at our usual place in Vienna. Every one of us knows Vienna Park area, Quebec's office, one of our brothers where we host our meeting. By 4 p.m., we urge everybody in UAE to join us, both old and new members, to join us. We can see that our land has been encroached by Islamic blood-sucking group. We are urging everybody to come out. This is not the time to sit down idle to joke about our movement. And we do commend our members here. They are very, very formidable. They are contributing their quota to see that the movement keeps going. Once again, Director, I want to give my opinion regarding total solidarity of our people in Biafran land to shut down the markets so that we'll be able to show the world that we are aggrieved and that we are protesting against bringing us Boko Haram members into our land. I'm giving my opinion that every market in Biafra land, in all the states in Biafra, both Akwa Ibom, Cross River, Ebonyi State, Rivers, Bayelsa should designate a particular day to shut down all the markets. We commend Lugu and Onisha that have done that, but we want them to do it so that we do it harmoniously. Every market in the whole Biafra land will shut down at a particular date so that the whole world will know that we are in solidarity, we are against these very activities of Boko Haram, spearheaded by Buhari terrorists. That is my opinion, Director.
And it's a very good one, and we welcome it here wholeheartedly. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. Our families all around the world, the time has come. The time has come with immediate effect. Begin to send down what you have with immediate effect. With immediate effect. We need to do something and do so urgently. Thank you very, very much, my dear brother. Thank you very much for that. Let us go and take one or two calls before we call it quiz this very evening. There are some things about our history that most people don't know. They don't know who we are. Do you know you have pyramid at Udi? Pyramid. Like the one you have in Egypt. No, you don't know. When darkness came, everything disappeared. The caller on the phone, can you hear me?
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening to you, my dear brother.
This is Nwachukwu Munachiso calling from Onitsha.
Thank you very much.
Sir, I heard what happened at Ugocha and Aba.
Yes.
Sir, to be frankly speaking, the person that talk about us here donating money for arms, I'm highly in support of him because yes, I can hear you clear.
Yes, you are listening to your radio. My voice is coming in a few seconds late because I'm far away from you. Ignore your radio. Talk to me over the phone. I can hear you in real time. Go ahead.
I'm hearing you, sir. So what I'm saying in that effect is that we should do something so fast. It's true that I don't have something doing on my own, but I know that I can go for a job. I can get any arms. I can purchase anything I want to purchase. I can go for a job, do anything in order to get my own arms. So in order to contribute money, see people here, people in Biafran land, they are ready to pay any amount of money in order to get things done. I can donate what is $10 as the person said. $10 is so small. Even people, somebody that push barrow here, in at least 1,000 naira a day or 500 naira. You bring out money from the little savings you have in order to put things right. Things are really spoiled. Okay, look at now. Boko Haram have escaped from Igbo prison at the Anambra State here. They have started their mission already. Very soon now they will secrete. In short, they have already secreted because everywhere on it itself is Hausa riding Okada, doing terroring everywhere. All these Dua people always on the way. So they are almost everywhere. My own suggestion is that we should do anything possible today, tomorrow. If you are going to tell us to donate the money today, tomorrow, please, sir, please, I'm begging. I'm on my knees. I'm on my knees begging. I'm ready to do anything. The money is not the problem. Within a month, I can raise 20,000. I can raise 40, 30. So it's nothing. Sir, that's what I want to contribute to this effect. I say, may God bless you, bless the IPOB member all over the world. So I'm still preaching. I'm on my knees. Let us do something. Let us donate the money here in Biafran. Here in Biafran, sir, please.
Thank you very much. We have heard you. Thank you very, very much for that. This is Radio Biafra, our people. How ready are you? for you to defeat this very army, for you to ensure that you win this very battle and war ultimately, you need to be disciplined. Without discipline, we will not win. That was why we lost the war before. Most of the battles that should have been commanded by Onwatwegu were given to other people. The defense of Owerri or the counter-offensive at Owerri should have been led by Onwatwegu. It was given to another commanding officer. I respect their decision. Of course, he went and he took Owerri back from them. But anybody, if you are not a jealous person, if you're a pure military historian, if you're somebody who is keen on how wars are fought and won, you will know that pound for pound, Onwatwegu for me represents the finest battlefield commander of all time in history, bar none, because of what he achieved with the very few men he had. I want our people to develop the spirit and the mindset of the men that fought under Onwatwegu, Timothy Onwatwegu. That way we are going to win. We are going to go to war. There is no doubt about that. In the end, we are going to emerge victorious. But within the interim period of when we start and before we finish, are you going to remain strong, mentally strong, to see it through to the end? Always ask yourself that question. Are you capable of remaining very, very strong mentally? Because ours are killing us. There is no law in this world that says you cannot defend yourself. After all, Saudi Arabia is flying arms to Kurdish rebels to stop ISIS. We expect the whole world to fly arms to Biafra land that we may defend ourselves. The British have now recalled their own tourists from Tunisia. We have every right to recall our people into Biafra land to defend it. Isn't it funny? It was exactly the same thing that Juku did in 1967. Can't you see that history keeps repeating itself? If we don't do it now, they'll conquer us. After conquering us, they'll keep killing us until we no longer exist. How do you think Islam spread all the way to Indonesia? Is it through giving away perfume and incense? No. Through conquest and wearing down their opponents. Do you have what it takes to sustain this very effort? If you do, then I wait my announcement in the next 2-3 days. It will come. And then I'll see how prepared we are. But I know that the soldiers, the volunteers, they are very, very, they are itching to go every blessed day. They have given us an excuse now, we know. We need to gather the evidence, make a very compelling case, and then defend our land. It's our right to do so, and we shall do so. We must do so. This is Radio Biafra. I have a caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Good evening, sir.
Good evening to you. What is your name and where are you calling from?
I am Godwin Chu. I am calling from Eleme Bocha.
Thank you very much. The world is listening. Go ahead.
All right. I really actually want to commend you for the good work you have been doing, because actually, sincerely speaking, from my little experience about the few time I've been in this life, spent in this life, I have understand that the Hausas and the Yorubas, they really are monopolizing our opportunity. They are really holding all our possession, all our things in their possession. And they use it to maltreat us. They want to see how they can fold us. They don't even want us to stand and become anything. I am even grateful because where I used to earn a living, that's the same thing, the kind of challenge we are facing.
Hold on, if you don't mind, let me ask you, where are you from?
Yes.
Where are you from?
I'm from Eleme Ebocha, where the refinery is sited.
And
the Port Harcourt refinery.
Oh, I thought the people treating you bad, are they Igbo people?
They are not. They are the Hausa.
So why is it that if I go to, I used to come to your village myself, my aunt, that pathway was married there. I have my cousins who are there till tomorrow morning. But let me, do you people still see Igbo people as your problem? or people from across Imo River, not because after all you're Igbo. Do you see them as your problem, Igbo people? Are they the problem you have?
I don't see them as the problem I have. The people that are the problem are the Northerners.
Thank you very much. Go ahead. Thank you. That's what I want to say. Go ahead.
Like the past regime that our brother just handled, he made me to understand some secret that was hidden to me. He exposed so many things to us that 80%, 85% of our oil well license are being owned by Yorubas and the Northerners. And we that have this oil, which they are exploiting it from our land, we are suffering. No job. They will site company in this place and they will be bringing their brothers from far Zamfara, wherever they like, interior places, to make them head of the people that owns the place. That's how they be monopolizing things. No way you can succeed. Once you do anything, they call you Yamini. Yamini. From there, they begin to speak their language and begin to plot graphs on how to counter or bring you down. Sometimes they will tell you that, yes, if you do anything so stubborn or you want to challenge them, what they will do is that they will go and meet your chief, the chief of your community. They will tell them they don't want you, and they will tell your chief to give them 10 chances on behalf of you, and your chief will do whatever thing they say. As in, the monopoly, it's high that, my brother, as I am now, I took the number you called on inquiring. I took the number, I tried to call the number is not really responding to me. I want to know where the IPOB members are meeting in this River State, Obocha and Port Harcourt here. That's what I'm really looking for. If I can get the place by tomorrow, I'm going to go there and familiarize with them, be part of them. Whatever thing they are doing, I'm going to do it. When the time comes, I'm going to come out. Whether there is life or there is death, I'm going to face it. I'm not afraid of anything. I am not afraid of it because I am very much tired, because from all the analysis given about the Muslim and the Yorubas, you see that their target is to make sure that they conquer the whole Nigeria, the whole Biafran.
Of course.
Under their armpit, to force us to serve the idol that they are serving. They want us to be under their control. But I want us, my opinion is that we must stand up and take up the right position and tell them no. If they cannot go, they should die. Simple as ABCD. If they will not leave us, they should die. After all, there are so many people in the Bible that when God wants to redeem them, the enemy say they are not going to leave them. They followed the people and they drowned in the water, in the Red Sea. So it's going to be with them. If they say they are not going to leave us, they are not going to give us free hand, they are not going to allow us, they will follow us in the battle, they will all die and drown. None of them, no one will remain. Thank you, sir.
My dear brother, I'm just listening to you. Thank you very much. It's a very heartwarming thing to know that people from Eleme, everybody is waking up. Do you know when they say, oh, Ikwere man doesn't like Igbo, Igbo doesn't like Ikwere, and Ishekiri doesn't like Isoko doesn't like Irobo. People talk, is because of the absence of truthfulness. How can I hate my own flesh and blood? Does that make sense to me? Then somebody who looks like an Arab person, somebody who comes from Mali, I allow somebody from Mali to come between family problem or family dispute. I don't need an Awasa man to tell me that Ishekiri are my people. People say that we are looking for, or some idiots who didn't go to school. Oh, why are you looking for a job? Why don't you be on your own? We are looking for Igede people. We are looking for Idoma people. We are looking for Igala people. Do they have oil? You know, people are so foolish. Ogoja, do they have oil? We said because the only thing somebody can show you is your blood. We want the world to hear that these people are one family and one blood. It is now up to them where they want to belong. If they want to go, they can go. But one thing is certain. Biafra will come. Inside the constitution of Biafra, it will be drafted. On no account must the army of Biafra go to defend anybody who doesn't come with us now. Forever and ever. Awasa can do anything they like to them. Because Awasa will come for you. It's written in the Quran. They see Islam as a world religion. They will continue until they conquer. The same thing Muslims did with Obama in America is what they are doing with Buhari. Obama have just planted a seed that will destroy America by allowing man to marry man, woman to marry woman. Making it official is the end of the USA. Mark it somewhere. Unless they come back to their senses. Let me tell you something you don't know. Do you know there's an ant called the fire ant? Fire ant. It devours everything. It builds its mound. It has a queen that lays millions of eggs. Workers are hatched. Everything fine. Do you know there's a very little fly, a very tiny fly? Do you know how it kills the fire ant? It will inject the egg into the fire ant. The egg will swim from the abdomen of the fire ant to the head, to the brain. It will cause the fire ant to go to a particular place to go and die. And it will use the brain of the fire ant to feed the larva inside, and there it will hatch. From the brain of the fire ant, it will die. That is exactly what Islam is doing. It's called Trojan horse. They plant somebody in your midst. You think that person is with you, but that person is wreaking havoc. Look at Aboga Wasa. If you are somebody, if you're a genuine Biafran, if you look at Okura Wasa face to face, you know he's not a Biafran. You will know. He has Biafran blood by virtue of his mom, yes. But the overriding gene inside him is Awasa Fulani. So when next Okorocha is coming and you're going out to clap because you're hungry, because you're looking for food to eat, now you know you're clapping for an Awasa man. And then shame and damnation will befall you and your family. Ramunawa. If you mess with Radio Biafra, you will fall. For opening his mouth to say they are looking to destroy Radio Biafra, you have destroyed yourself. I am looking for the man you killed, and we are going to find him. Very simple. We are going to find him. Once we find this very man, we will report the matter to Interpol. Aboga Wasa will no longer be able to travel. Anywhere he goes to, he will be arrested outside the shores of the Zoological Republic. He doesn't know those he's playing with. People ignore IPOB, Radio Biafra at their peril. If you are an honest person, you are standing upright. Chukwokika Biama is your creator, your God. Then you have no problem. But you can't survive here. You can't. No matter who you are, you can't survive. Let's take this call. I have a caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me? The caller on WhatsApp, where you are, is very noisy. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Sir, good evening.
Good evening to you. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, my name is Izuchukwu Okoye. I'm calling from Iguacha.
Iguacha is powerful. Way too powerful. Please go ahead.
Yes, sir. Sir, first of all, I want to thank you for what you have been doing for us. This movement started, sir. I've never been myself. Me on my own, I've been preaching the gospel. Anywhere I go, I preach the gospel. Even those that don't know what we are, I try to convince them to make sure that they understand what they mean, they understand what Biafran is talking about, and they understand what we are really fighting for. We are not coming to kill anybody. We are only fighting for our freedom. Let them give us our freedom. I don't know why it's too difficult for this Nigeria, this place they call zoo. Don't know why it's too difficult for them to allow us go. Let us go. Let us. Let us go. I don't know what it takes Buhari to sign it. I don't know what it will take him to sign it. It's not too difficult for him to do it. Let him do it and let us go. We don't belong to the zoo. We don't belong to the zoo. Yes, as I like whenever you're talking that we are not an Igbo, that you're a Biafran, but you speak Igbo. So yes, I really like that word, because Ikwere people, some in this Igbo chat that we are today, when you tell Ikwere man that we are one, that we believe all of us are one, that let him forget about the language. He will be telling you that Ikwere is Port Harcourt, whatever you like you say. I will tell them that yes, I know people are speaking different language, slight different language from us, but it doesn't mean that anything you're speaking I cannot understand it, because there's not too much difference between Ikwere and Igbo. I speak Igbo, but I am from Biafra. So why is it too difficult for them to understand it? So I will say thank you. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama bless you for what you have been doing for us. The bomb blast that took place in Port Harcourt. I heard it. Somebody, my friend that is Ivumokovo, called me today and told me that there is a big bomb blast there. So I was very, very surprised. All the things that is happening, for that, anything that is happening, just give us command. Let us go ahead and do it. Anything you say we should do, we should do. Let the weapon come. Yes, I'm ready to carry weapon. At my age, I'm 24, but I'm ready to carry weapon. I want to kill these people there, so that they will go to their place. So we are really in my street where I stay. We are really, really angry. Biafrans are angry. We want to fight this war and win them, so that we will get Biafra for us. Thank you, sir. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama bless you, bless your family, and bless all the IBOB family everywhere they are.
Thank you very much. Can you see that? Has anybody ever called from Ikwere before to say, I don't want to be part of what you're doing? It's because of failure of leadership on the part of Igbo-speaking people. Failure of Ohaneze and their throne and the ocean. Okay, sona banyenaji. Okay, na no legu na mono obo. Old, shameless men. Shameless. Your children are dying. You can't even stand up to say anything. That is how compromised you are. Let us wait when the time comes. We ask Ndibo Chineka Unok. Dara. The caller on WhatsApp, I wonder if you can hear me. This is Radio Biafra. Can you hear me? The caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? They cannot hear me. Let's go to the coordinator's line and see who is there. The caller on the coordinator's line, can you hear me? The caller on the coordinator's line, turn your system down. Can you hear me?
Hello?
Yes, please.
Yeah, Director, good evening. Here is Lonju Samadi. I'm calling from Munich, Germany.
From Munich, Germany. Amadi, go ahead. We're listening. Go ahead.
Yeah. Director, in fact, tonight news is quite loaded. And it is really disturbing to everyone that calls himself a genuine Biafran. In fact, tonight I've been so worried here that I had to call our national coordinator and ask him if he's also listening, and he says yes. So please, Director, we can't fold our arms and think that all of us here in the diaspora should fund this war. I'm begging you, please, listen to men that are calling from Biafra land. I'm living here in Munich, and I know the people, a lot of us here in Munich, but what are they doing? They are afraid to come out because money is involved. Most of them are doing just menial jobs. They don't have money. But we have our brothers and sisters doing business in Biafra land that have this money. It's true, we struggle here, we save money, we set them up in businesses in Biafra land, and they are doing very well. There are multi-millionaires in Nigeria, in Biafra land, who can finance this war. So please, I'm begging tonight, I'm crying here. Lift this ban. Let our brothers help. Let us get this weapon and fight this war once and for all. If we continue to delay is dangerous. The kind of enthusiasm our people have in Biafra land, shown on the 30th of May, if we don't follow it up and it dies down, then we are in for a long run. So please, Director, I'm lending my voice to all who have called you from home today to say, please lift this ban. Let our brothers back home help. Because if we continue to wait for these guys who are here, I know a lot of them here in Munich. I see them every day. I go to them church with them. I go to them Igbo meetings with them. They are not ready to come because they don't have money. That is the problem. So please, those of us who are keen here, we have contributed our own money. We have contributed our own defense fund, development fund. We have contributed. But how many are we? Please, Director, lift this ban. Allow people back home to support us. Thank you so much. That's why I called.
Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. Biafra will come. Anybody, you know, Igbo people and their sense. One sense. Never his nod. People want to do something where they will benefit. What is in it for us? They are doing that because they don't love Biafra. They are doing that because they possess an Igbo man's brain. And that is what has led to their downfall. If you want to succeed in life, you have to reason like a Biafran. The way a Biafran reasons is different from any other human species on earth. Selflessness. You see other people's children as your own children. When they are suffering, you feel your children are suffering. And let me remind our people, in case they've forgotten. Those of them who are as old enough as I am. I remember in those days in Aba, when I'm coming back from school with my report card, people you don't know will be giving you money if you come first, second, or third. Is that not true? Are they your fathers or your mothers? They don't know who you are. Because you hear them mad. If another child is doing well, you want to encourage that child. Let me tell you one funny story that happened in England when I came to England newly. My next door neighbor, we are living in a room somewhere in East London, Hackney. I had some Somali friends then. We were living in a room, and there is this other black family living next door. And then there is this old white woman living on St. Philip's Road. I'll never forget. The children of this black woman did not go to school. This white woman called the police. How do I know she called the police? Because everybody stays indoors. I came outside to go to Dalston to go and buy something, and the woman was talking to the police and pointing there. And the policeman said, "Are you saying they didn't go to school?" The woman said, "Yes, for the past few days they've not been to school. They are there." I kept thinking, but why will an old white woman be concerned that some black children did not go to school? It was then that something occurred to me. Because you don't know if that child is the person who is going to develop the drug that will cure HIV/AIDS. You can never find out until the child goes to school. You don't know if this child is the one who is going to invent something that will prolong your life in the future. This child is not your son or your daughter, it's not yours. But you don't know the contribution they are going to bring to society in time to come. That is why in white countries, they force every child to go to school. It is in my interest that your own children are educated. Do you know that? It will benefit me that your own children are educated. But a black person wouldn't think that way. A typical Igbo person of this day. In the olden days, Igbo people were nice. Very good people. But not anymore. Now, oh no. Oh no, please, no. And they bring everybody crashing down. I observed it when the cocoa plantation was burning Bend the Road. If you leave Obanankata, you keep going forward. Iyenyi, Ibeku. We have very massive cocoa plantation. Wildfire broke out in the plantation. People will come because your own portion of the cocoa plantation has burnt down. you allow other people's zone to burn down as well. You won't put it out. I saw old men with my eyes saying it to me. Oh, my own burnt down. I don't want to put it off. I want everybody's own to burn down. I can never forget. This thing happened in the year 1981. I'll never forget it. Are you listening? If you're a Biafran, you think differently. You think the way people in Aba are thinking. The way people in Enugu are thinking. The way people in Onitsha, in Asaba. People calling and saying, lift this very ban. Let's do this. As I said, I have some very serious meetings to attend today and tomorrow. And then based on the outcome of that meeting, I'll make an announcement. Let's prepare for what is to come. Prepare for what is to come, because Awasa, Fulani, Boko Haram, finally, they have come. On that very note, we bring to an end this evening's broadcast. Of course, because of things, here could be a rob. We'll reconvene in the morning again. We are under attack as we speak. You decide now if you want to be free or if you want to remain slaves forever. They have brought the war to you. They have detonated a bomb at Iguacha, confirmed by the zoo authorities themselves. 7 prisoners escaping from Ekulobia. Them shooting us dead in Aba. Guns being offloaded. Somebody caught with a bomb in Aba. What else are you looking for? Things they said to Gokwa. And there is no Anes in Igbo. As I told you, you won't find them. Are you hearing from Ifajin or Wazirike? The answer is no. You cannot hear from them. Compromise. He's a Muslim. But thankfully for the perseverance and resoluteness of some of you, that is IPOB. And IPOB will never let you down. IPOB will lead us to freedom under the guidance of Chukwukika Biam in heaven. That is why to us, Biafra is our religion. Now you understand the reason why it is, don't you? And that here on Radio Biafra, as we shall tomorrow morning, Chukwukika Biam willing, must we serve him in truth and honesty. Is Yokubondo. Now I remember when my father used to keep on going when I was small. I would lie to him or Agama to ask. He would say, tell me the truth and I won't do anything. I need the truth. I will still lie to him. Makadiga mama. But eventually we found out that speaking the truth all the time is the key. That is the key to everything. Once we are truthful, we will prevail. That is what Chukwu Abiyama wants from us. Are these people capable of answering my children? That is why Igbos perambulate like lost sheep without a shepherd. Because they have abandoned truthfulness as yoku. Chukwu Abiyama is in heaven thinking, do you want to be my children? Do you want me to return the blessing to you that I gave your ancestors? Then prove to me that you're worthy. That's exactly what we are doing now. By being very open, being very transparent, being very honest, sincere, determined and resolute. And that is why he will bless each and every one of you and your families. But more importantly, Chukwu Abiyama will bless Biafra. From me, from here until tomorrow morning, please, I know there's nothing good about this evening, but accept my good evening.